lost my mind. My friends all say I lost my mind, lost my mind. I keep talking about you all the time, all the time. I can't help but treat you like you're mine, like you're mine. Yeah, my friends all say I lost my mind, lost my mind. I keep talking about you. I'm so fucking mad, I know, yeah. Cause you're driving me insane. Don't you say I never told ya. Loving you is such a waste of my time, such a waste of my life. Thanks for breaking my heart. And those feelings that we both had when I leaned in and you pulled back and you said that I can't have your love. My friends all say I lost my mind, lost my mind. I keep talking about you all the time, all the time. I can't help but treat you like you're mine, like you're mine. Yeah, my friends all say I lost my mind, lost my mind, lost my mind. I've been different since I met you. All my friends, they say I've changed, and I've been trying to forget you, yeah. But you've been stuck inside my brain. Such a waste of my time, such a waste of my life. Thanks for breaking my heart. My friends all say I lost my mind, lost my mind. I keep talking about you all the time, all the time. I can't help but treat you like you're mine, like you're mine. Yeah, my friends all say I lost my mind, lost my mind. My friends all say I lost my mind.
I keep talking about you all the time, all the time. I can't help but treat you like you're mine, like you're mine. Yeah, my friends all say I lost my mind, lost my mind.
My friends all say I lost my mind, lost my mind. I keep talking about you all the time, all the time. I can't help but treat you like you're mine, like you're mine. Yeah, my friends all say I lost my mind, lost my mind. My friends all say I lost my mind.
Early in the morning, right before the break of day, I'm lying here beside you, trying to think of something to say. You're gonna have to leave soon, so I'll give you this heart of mine. It means I'm gonna miss you every time, cause I can't get used to letting you go when the tears roll down your face. Let me tell you, darling, we're gonna find a place where we can lay low, where we can get high, where we can run away, we can go today, we can leave the world behind. So honey, let's go, let's do what we lost, do all the things that we've been dreaming of. Where we can lay low, where we can get high, we can lay low, we can get high. Honey, let's go, let's do what we lost. We can run away, we can go today, we can leave the world behind. We can lay low, we can lay low. So glad that you came back. Years already passed us by, but I know I can trust you, even when I can tell you're lying. The time is getting heavy, so the car is parked just outside. Are you still coming with me along for the ride? Cause I can't get used to letting you go when the tears roll down your face. Let me tell you, darling, we're gonna find a place can lay low, where we can get high, where we can run away, we can go today, we can leave the world behind. So honey, let's go, let's do what we lost, do all the things that we've been dreaming of. Where we can lay low, where we can get high, we can lay low, where we can get high. Honey, let's go, let's do what we love. We can run away, we can go today, we can leave the world behind. We can lay low, we can lay low, we can lay low, we can lay low.
I think I got it. I think it's working. You guys are gonna have to tell me if it's picking up the fan in the background, if I need to mess with audio when the game starts. You're gonna have to talk to me about that, because I've never booted the game, first of all, and this is the first time we've used this, which I think is really cool, because when I boot the game, it actually shows me an overlay, and it shows me how many people are watching, if my mic's on, if my camera's on. It shows me chat, pops right up in the upper corner, which I think is really cool. I'm currently trying to boot the game. Hopefully it doesn't just take a shit on me. Yeah. There you go. And if the game's too loud, like my camera looks really fucking dark. And I don't know why. I've got the lights on. So just talk to me. You know? Yeah. Just let me know if anything you think should be changed. Other than that, it's really cool. Like, I can see you chatting up in the corner, which I think is fucking amazing, because I don't have to keep... But that's just me. I can see the fucking audio bars for the mic and the game. I'll have to figure out how to turn up the brightness, I guess. I don't want to fuck with the light right now, because I'm afraid if it falls down, it's gonna be a fucking mess, man. You don't put chat in the corner. Shut up. Damn it, Tweak. What if this is the whole game? Wolf?
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Jones. Our main headlines tonight.
NFB1.
Started! Started!
Oh, not for broadcast.
Yeah, every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
What a wild ride this has been.
Why does it sound so spooky?
Well, that's a very blunt question.
But France is lying to you.
Friends and neighbours, and have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
You guys just want to watch TV?
But now you start to see, yes, the people never happy. It's never enough.
Oh. I just like
Cannot believe you.
less challenging.
Are you
Viewers
saying
don't
that
switch up so
advanced
easily.
secure
Yeah, it's
death?
weird.
Jog off.
We're still vassals,
Well,
slave
hold on. I
slaves,
don't
we're
want
just in
the
prison
mechanics
occasionally.
off. Are less demanding. A balanced
We're already
experience.
getting started.
Alright, we're going with balance. Probably have to turn it down.
That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
His teeth were so yellow. That's all I could see. That is loud as fuck. I don't want to turn it down though. Like I don't want to push the skate. I just don't want to accidentally skip something. As soon as we can get somewhere, I'll turn it down. That main menu was not that loud. Yeah. That was rough. This makes me feel like I'm playing Fallout again. Sorry, there's just so much information on this broadcast. Or like everything that's usually on your Twitch dashboard, which I usually have up anyway when I'm streaming, it's just right here on the program. I can see everything. It's really fucking convenient. Yeah. Can I? Okay, I can. We're gonna turn this down. If I turn it down too quiet, because I turn up my headset, doesn't matter how quiet it is. If it is too quiet, tell me and I'll turn it back up again. I just feel like 5 nights.
Hi, David. I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. All right, mate.
Hi, David.
Dave here. Listen, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're going to have to run the news tonight. Now, don't worry. It's not hard. I'm going to stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens. Right, look up at the top. That coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up.
I can hear the audio from the right side where the phone is.
Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now, the 4 small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer.
You guys
at the
hearing
left.
him all right?
Don't worry. I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left. These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again. You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain.
Oh.
Right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any 3 and load them into the machines on the right. When you've done that, look up to the front again.
Take on 4 old ladies from East Bridge. That's followed at 8 p.m. by a documentary series.
Right, won't be long now till the signal starts coming through from the station. Stay on your toes. All the bigwigs are in tonight because of the election, so we better not make any mistakes.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Back and relax with multiple award-winning movie.
When you get the signal, select screen 1 with the vision mixer and we're ready to go.
Oh, prawn and mayonnaise?
You know, seafood makes me come out in pustules.
Yeah, I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. It's how I show love.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist. Going in 5, 4.
But now, it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Oh, no.
We're all good. Next is going to be the throw to the news titles on screen 2. There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
By as honest, Andy's totally independent.
He's telling me to calm down and I am panicking right now.
Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins Sports Personality of the Year. And
Can I click
a
these
spoonful of
buttons
sugar.
instead? Oh, I
Megan
can.
will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to Advance headquarters to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their historic visit.
Right. Button 2 in 3, 2, 1. Lovely, mate.
More
Next thing is
professional.
to throw back to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe
Damn
in the
it.
middle shrinks down and vanishes.
When what in the middle shrinks down and vanishes? What? In a minute?
Here it comes. Switch to screen 1. Now. Lovely, mate.
I don't know. It said that thing in the middle shrinks down, but I don't know what was supposed to tell me that.
Keep your eye on the machine at the bottom right. Use that slider that's flashing or your scroll wheel to move the wave up and down, keeping the green bit in the white bit. Hurry up, mate, we're losing audience. Little knob or scroll wheel.
Being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming mandate, but have yet to appear publicly. However,
there's so much
former
to
Home
watch.
Secretary
Right, it's going well. All you've got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there at the bottom right. I normally play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your
can't
eye
do
on the
this!
clock.
to hear the co-leader's acceptance speech.
And 3, 2, 1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody.
Jeremy, I need you to fill after the ads.
What? Why?
Snatch is running late.
I thought I'd ask him about the election.
Personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any big words.
That's the same policy we use with you. I thought that was our little secret. It's all right, he doesn't remember anything I tell him.
I'm deeply uncomfortable with your burgeoning friendship.
Me too.
Yeah.
Wicked.
Can I just attempt it on him?
You're doing great, mate. But this is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence, because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking. 2. Don't stay on the same shot for too long. 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be fine. It's not as
Yeah,
complicated
easy
as it sounds.
peasy.
You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look
The
like
mod
those.
zombies.
Might as well get screen
God
1
damn it.
selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
Break. Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody.
With Johnny Hamsley.
Going in 5.
I don't know what the fuck that face was.
3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later, we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first
Get
off,
ready to go to
10
Megan
seconds.
on screen 4.
is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right,
to
go
the
to Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his name.
Oh, God.
Lawrence Blunderclatch, thank you so much for coming on.
Oh my
I went too early.
I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is among
Switch to
the
2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The Medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Wrap, that's Peter Jensen, the director.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction. Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
I've worked with him on several movies, all terribly successful. I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. And you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Why does this feel harder than I think it is?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all others. A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
Oh, that is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer. Like you, I'm afraid.
I must be doing something right.
And I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding. Doesn't it? Giving.
She looks so uncomfortable.
Suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire.
All right, Tweak, you're good.
But most of all, I think
I'm
I
not
do
used
it
to
for
looking
the
up there from my
positive
chat.
change that I can bring about.
Been on that shot a bit long.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed. Historic is the word. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't
Oh.
do it again.
I said fuck.
Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Which opens next week.
Right, they've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look. Exciting stuff.
Cool, looks like Blunderclatch is losing it in the studio, but we ain't got time for that. There's more interference coming. It's a bit
Bruh, I don't know how to
tricky this time,
censor.
mate. Use that little flashing joystick to the left of the knob, or hold down your middle mouse or Alt on your keyboard, and as the frequency changes, match it to the white bit by dragging right.
Think I do.
How do I drag
Get the
what right?
speed right.
I'm not doing it right, and I don't know what I'm doing.
It'll do for now. Next, we're going to change the amplitude. Same as last time. Little joystick.
Am I not
hold
staying
on to
in
the
that?
middle mouse, and this time push upwards. Upwards, mate. Upwards.
But I didn't listen.
Doctor,
I'm drowning, Lance, you said.
you need to see this.
This is
Right, now
fucking
let's match it
rough.
back by going downwards.
The virus. The sterility. This formula. This is the key.
We could stop it all.
Yes.
Frankly, mate, you're lucky to still be on the air. Maybe get some practice in.
Yeah, I don't understand the extending one.
At the end of the clip, you'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in.
Wait, don't I want to press one of these to play the ad? Yeah, okay.
Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words. As you've probably noticed, the broadcast screen, here, is about 2 seconds behind the master screen, here. When someone says a naughty word, the bleep button lights up, like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the bleep button or the space bar on your keyboard for as long as the swear word lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm.
Really? Because I couldn't even get the
And if
fucking
you can't tell when to bleep, just above
sending the
button,
fucking
you'll
lines.
literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you gotta do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line.
Oh, okay.
Simple. Of course, if you do it
The
by
red
eye,
bit.
you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by
Well,
ear.
not me, bro.
Most people like to have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now. As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert getting louder. Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember, button lights up, count 1, 2, and hold it down.
Deal and a deal. We got those shares. You want crazy? We got crazy. Crazy Neil's got crazy deals.
Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live. That's too late. You can use the number buttons on your keyboard, 1 to 4.
Seriously?
I tried. Oh, it does work that way. I tried using my buttons and it wasn't working for me.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to Advance headquarters, where the two leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Oh shit, he's pissed. Get ready to bleep.
Go for it, Pat.
Okay, well, thank you all for coming. And
He's pissed.
Where do I start?
He's drunk.
What a day.
Remember the 10-second rule.
I'm sorry, I forgot I was looking at that too.
Dirty, low-down, lying, southern bastard trick they had against us. But you, the people, you saw right through their shite.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebratory pints. Makes me coarser than the granny's fanny.
Memorably put.
Nailed it.
But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party.
I could accidentally press
when
1.
things are going well. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team. A team that can change things. But today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer future. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them, the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbooks.
Again, colourfully put.
They're shitting pants on.
Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth into the millions.
You know the sort of, probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated communities.
Tomorrow, we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system.
Why is he on live TV holding alcohol? Osiris, go lay down.
Trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide. And earlier today, we revoked your passports. You want them back? You want them back before the election? That's fine. But first, you're gonna pay up. You're gonna pay back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of warring individuals into a team. To properly fund health and education. To raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits said we'd have to raise billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret shite. So to you posh twats.
The people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs. The people whose children you raise.
So they've got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance have this to say to you.
It ends today.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been. In the hands of the people who created it.
It ends today.
Yes, it ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again. Just like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that.
Whoops.
Thank you for your time.
Perfect.
Well, an interesting acceptance speech there
I
from the
see,
leaders
I
of
didn't say
Advance.
your name.
And our apologies for the fruity language.
Fruity
Hopefully
language.
we got that bleeped out for you in time. If not,
You're a good
someone's
boy.
going to be in trouble. Someone's going to be in trouble. So, as the country
Yeah,
braces
it's
itself
this
for new
part I
government,
can't fucking
that's
get.
all from us this evening at the National Nightly News. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under Advance.
Thanks,
I'm
Twink.
Jeremy Donaldson. Have a
Right,
peaceful...
looks like you've got it now. Thanks for all the help, mate. I've got to go. Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
So,
What?
more boring politics then?
Is this some weird fever dream? Am I dying now?
You should be so lucky.
I
Obviously,
obviously, because I tried telling him to go away 3 times and it didn't work, so I just had to give him pets. Alright.
When the program's finished, you'll get a broadcast report.
We got an
It's 3
achievement.
pages. This first page shows you how well the broadcast went. Each sequence and an overall
I couldn't fucking get the little squiggly line thing.
and they keep the boss happy. If you want to know more about how it went, select more info. If not, select continue to move to the next page. Right, this is the important page. It tells you how much you're going to get
Broke
paid, how
ass
much
poor.
wealth you have overall. That box
Me.
at the bottom shows you the financial state of our main advertisers. But you don't own any fucking shares. You're a cleaner, for God's sake, so why would you care? This is the last page, and it tells you the state of the world, tells you how well the government's doing, and down the bottom there, this one's important, tells you what Channel 1 currently thinks of you. In other words, what the boss thinks.
So the state of the world is eh, and Channel 1 loves me. Right? Right? Yeah.
Alright, mate, welcome to the archive. This is where you can have a quick look back at what you've done and how it looked to the public. There's 3 sections: broadcast, rushes, and
I wish I could
Let's
practice
start with broadcast.
certain things a little more because I really did not understand. I thought I was in the lines when it was getting farther stretched out, and I wasn't. So I don't know what I was doing wrong, and I wish I could practice that just to get the hang of it, because it's just going to happen again.
Over on the left, that's all the broadcasts that you've done. Click on any one of them and hit load tape. Once it's finished loading, you can use the rewind and the fast forward at the bottom there to help you get to the bit you want to see.
In a few moments, we'll be going live to tonight's national nightly news. But it's coming up later on tonight on Channel 1 at 7 o'clock.
Right, click on rushes and let's have a look at those. Right, this is the rushes route. It's pretty simple. The 4 screens you can see, they're going to show you the 4 signals you got from the studio during the actual broadcast. Difference is you can mute any combination of them, so you can have a listen to the stuff you weren't allowed to show. Select the broadcast and give it a go, and when you're done listening to the backstage secrets,
This one doesn't seem like I had too much. Why did it get so loud all of a sudden again? Oh, I hit save and quit, you guys. I pressed the wrong button. I don't know why that menu fucking music just gets stupid loud. Ugh. It's getting warm as fuck in this room. He does not look pleased with anything. Is the full game exiting? Like, did I fuck up real bad?
Good evening.
No, okay.
I'm Megan Wolf.
So
And I'm Jeremy
play, continue. Try this again. I know, we should have just played Fallout there. What the fuck? Just kitchen, I guess. So is the stream running smooth? Because Streamlabs, when I was streaming on those, it was fucking up. Like everything was chugging and shit. You arrive home to find post on the mat, most being nothing more than the usual junk mail. One letter, however, catches your eye. The team wants to know you. Curiosity gets the better of you when you open it. Yeah, it must have just been my broadcaster, so I guess it was just time to switch it up. It's a form from the new advanced government, asking for information on all citizens. The first page is filled in already. My name, my spouse, and my children. I have 2 kids. Well, you muse, at least they got the basics right. The rest of the questions are left for you to complete. They appear to be mandatory. Upon starting a new job, you would be friendly and introduce yourself to new coworkers, be productive and get to work immediately, ease yourself in and orientate yourself with your new workplace, and reminisce with friends about old jobs. So I feel like this is a fair answer, but is this gonna get like crazy government-wise? Because if that's the case, we should probably... We're gonna do this one. I mean, I have a gut feeling. A colleague in a different department has confided in you that they've been... Hold on. Holy shit. Can't hear myself read it. Is that better? A little. Let me know if it needs to turn down more. A colleague in a different department has confided in you that they've been taking home confidential information. Now a file of minor importance has gone missing. You would help your colleague cover up their violation, recommend that your colleague reports it, promise your colleague that you won't tell anyone, or report the violation to your supervisor immediately. Right? I'm a good little government worker. An entire department was fired today for consistent underperformance. Your boss has put in place new targets that are significantly higher than your previous ones. You would leave work on time, stay late to ensure you hit the first deadline, leave work early and head to the pub to chat about the changes with your colleagues, leave work early and head home to see your family. I just don't trust any of this, man. It's the annual company barbecue, and you and your family have been invited. You are looking forward to enjoying a nice day out with your friends and family. You are washing your hair that day. Go if you're free but wouldn't mind missing it, and have been practicing with your coworkers and think you'll win the talent contest this year. That's a company barbecue? What do we think? Sup up? Oh. Tweak, no! Don't say that. We're gonna do this one. This is with coworkers, right? You've had a long, successful career and are now about to retire. In your speech, you list your achievements, give an honest review, focus on issue and challenges, refuse to attend. You wanted to make it look good, right? In your spare time, you like to relax alone, doing things like listening to music, making models, attend political rallies, and stand up for what you believe in. That sounds like a fucking trap. Encourage and support your children with their hobbies. Play in your local sports team. I say 1 or 3. We're gonna do 1. Your ideal holiday getaway would be surrounded by natural beauty, getting away from the strain of the daily grind, exploring somewhere unfamiliar, structured day out at a theme park, bursting with thrills and attractions for you and your family. I feel like if I put too much attention on my family, they might threaten my family. I'm not paranoid. A romantic getaway with your partner. Let's do this one. How many fucking questions? It is most important that the government helps keep people. That the government keeps people equal, happy, free, safe. Thank you for your cooperation. Advance knows your time is valuable and we appreciate your help in leading a nation to a brighter future. I don't know if that was good or bad. Oh, a family matter. Great. It's late. Sam and the kids have gone to bed. You're just drying up a favorite coffee cup, a worn out souvenir of your first trip together. The print's faded, but the goofy face still makes you smile. A knock at the window brings you back to reality. There in the garden, clutching a gaudy neon green suitcase, is Chris, Sam's sibling. As soon as you let them in, they sit at the kitchen table, visibly stressed. Chris takes a deep breath. Who's Sam? Your wife. I'm so sorry for bursting in so late, Alex, Chris stammers, but I need a favor and you're the only one I can ask. Let me get Sam. Damn it. No need to worry, Sam. It's you I came to see. I just need 2 minutes. You've heard about the Assets and Wealth Act? I literally work in the news. Chris's fist bangs on the table. It's total bullshit. They're taking whatever they want and distributing it as they see fit. No government should have that kind of power. I can't believe they're actually getting away with it. Madness, which is why I need your help. Why do I get the feeling I'm not going to like this? This reminds me of, what the fuck was that game where you run the apartment building? And you have to decide on if you're gonna help the people or you're gonna help the government. Like, report everything to the government. I can't remember what it's fucking called. Because I decided the one time I was like, I'm gonna help the person or not the government. And it turned out to be a fucking secret agent. And I went to prison. I can't remember what it's called. This is what it reminds me of. Chris's eyes seem to be resting comfortably on the floor tiles. Look, I know it's a lot to ask, but I need to borrow your passport. I can't give you that. It's illegal. No. No. It's neither of those. Yeah, I knew what you meant. It's like right there, and I can't think of what it's fucking called. Can I pull up? I can. I wonder... I don't even know if I have it installed, but I think... I was like, I think it begins with a B. It's called Beholder. Okay, sorry. They've taken mine and half the bloody countries, but people always say you and I look similar, so Chris is pacing now. I need to leave before it's too late. That's kind of weird. Like, if your wife married someone... Your sister married someone who looks so much like you that you could use their passport? That's a little weird. I need to leave before it's too late. Once I'm out, me and my money will be safe, but I need to go now before they freeze my account. Please, Alex, I wouldn't ask if there was any other choice. So... are they taking money from the rich? Is that what's happening? I'll have to stream it again if you guys don't remember. I really like that game. And they have a second one, which I played a bit, but I didn't get very far with it. Surely there's another way. It can't be that serious. Chris's mouth falls open. You're joking, right? I've always done right by you and Sam. I've treated your children like they were my own. We're family. Does that mean nothing to you? Do I give him the passport? This text was just fun. God damn it, tweet. It's gonna bite me in the ass. I'm sure it is, but I think it's gonna bite me in the ass no matter which way I choose, you know? Well, I'm just thinking, because I'm like, is this just one of these things where this guy's like overly rich? He's got too much money and now he's worried about losing all of his money? Like, thanks, guys. I would think, you know what? We're gonna do it. And then I guess whatever happens, right? You climb the stairs to your bedroom, careful not to wake Sam, who is cocooned in the duvet as usual. You open the wardrobe, unlock the safe, and retrieve the passport. A sleepy voice breaks the silence. Alex, what's going on? I'm gonna tell your sister, bitch! Sam sits bolt up right now, all thoughts of sleep gone. What? They're leaving the country? Are things really that bad? Apparently, but they'll be fine if they can leave. Chris can take my passport and get out. According to Chris, but I'm not so sure. I don't know if I really want to give up my passport. You know what? I'm not sure I want to give it up. This must be tearing Sam apart. Their family has always been close. You know what I would do, Sam says finally. But it's not my passport. I can't ask you to give it up. Okay. Alright. Then we'll do it. You close the safe and head back downstairs to find Chris at the table fidgeting. They jump up as soon as you re-enter the kitchen. So, have you got it? Bruh, every fucking step. Like, it's not just like, okay, you give it, or, you decide not to. It's like 7 different times you have to fucking decide. Oh, I got an achievement. For the first time, Chris smiles. It's infectious. Thanks, I really appreciate this. I'll get back in touch once I'm safely out of the country. Chris takes the passport and, breathing a sigh of relief, grabs the neon fluorescent suitcase and heads out into the night. You head to bed, hoping you can pry some of the duvet away from Sam without waking them. Corvid. Corvid? I'm not sure that's the word we're looking for. I don't like, I'm gonna be honest, like I don't, IRL, it's probably what I would do. Okay? But I don't like that we did it because I really feel like that's not gonna end well for me. Goes one and the other. God damn it, Tweak. I'm the reason the disease got out of the country. And now because I said that out loud, the FBI is listening to me, so cheers. Every time it stops and like there's no audio or anything, I think I broke it. Oh, I have to answer the phone. Right.
Alright, mate, it's Dave. Oh, Christ, it's noisy in here, Jesus. Right, hang on, let me just get out some flags, darling. Yeah, I'll take that one with me. Cheers. Right, oh, that's better. Let's get set up and get on with it, eh, so I can get back to my guests. First of all, let's get the power on. You need to get at least the bottom 4 plugs on. Right, let's load up the adverts. You know, load the tapes.
I'm sorry, I just don't know what that's for. Should we play? Is this toy safe?
Your decisions have consequences, don't they?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna play that if the toy's not safe, bro.
Right, you can see they finally got the old headline system up and working again, and the Vision Mixer's already in headline mode because headlines always come at the start. It's really simple, mate. These 2 buttons at the bottom of the Vision Mixer, you can see they now have A and B on them, and they're to help you pick image A on the left bottom screen here, or image B on the right bottom screen here. It's really simple. This little clock here will count down the number of seconds you have to make your decision. Provided you make a decision in that time, you're fine.
What clock?
And you can
This
change
clock.
your mind as much as you want until the clock reaches 0. But if you don't make any decision, you'll be fired before you even get to make another choice. I
I thought they were gonna say decision for a fucking 4th time.
pictures you choose to show these people, well, that's how the public is going to perceive them, and that's going to affect their lives. So like with the adverts, choose carefully. And we're off. Good luck, mate. If I get time, I'll call you back in the next break. Yeah, I'm coming, darling.
My friend Janet says theirs gets really hot.
Is this Janet who thinks dogs have their own secret language?
Yeah, the one that
They
mistress
do.
the moon. 10 seconds, everybody.
The best source of consumer advice, then?
Don't blame me when it explodes. Go 5, 4, 3.
Damn it.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Dawson. Our
I'm
main
just dying.
headlines tonight. Destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future might hold with a leading economist and radical free thinker. With the Assets and Wealth Act on the brink of raising living standards for the vast majority of the country, I'll be asking my guests if we're on the way to a new future. Out with the old, Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23, becomes the youngest female CEO in history. Sophia Remington has always impressed. She was top of her class at university.
I think
and
this is the one I
graduated
should have
with
chosen.
the highest honors.
Why do I feel like I have so much power? I don't like
The
it.
markets have responded favourably to Sophia's appointment, with stocks rising 30 points in light of the announcement. In her first press conference this afternoon, Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Snugglehearts. Sophia promises it'll be all the rage this Christmas, but concerns have been raised about the product's safety. Making a splash. Intrepid scientist Dr. David Wong and marine biologist Ingrid Swarsborg and Horgensford
What was that?
Dante's Taint. The
Dante's
recently discovered
Taint?
cave system was previously thought unreachable, but thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flower technology, the pair hope to successfully reach the imposing central cavern and the undiscovered plant species it contains. This is, of course, only the latest in a series of successful expeditions for this unlikely pairing. In a joint statement about the dangers their team might face, the pair stated, "We will face the plentiful challenges together like we always have."
So I wonder if he says something, because everything he says sounds positive. I wonder...
is snapped, leaving Bush, one of the capital's hottest clubs. The footballer was caught while out celebrating being named Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very program. Johnny is seen here with socialite and
yeah, I bet it changes. So like if I clicked on the vomiting one, it wouldn't say she was out with a socialite. You would
firmly in the public eye.
something about getting
Could
sick.
romance be on the cards for these two budding A-listers? And Grievous bodily charm. With advanced
There's a
promise and
Jackbox
radical
game
new
like
position
this.
for crime, How
Well,
afraid should we actually be?
Hold on.
I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal justice system from every perspective. With more and more powers passing to the police.
I don't know, I
and less
panicked
and
last
less oversight,
second.
are we using an advanced shaped
Where
sledgehammer
one
to
person's
crack a nut?
posting pictures while another one's giving a
All that
speech.
mega move with a group of young
It's
actors
actually a lot of
already
fun.
experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Wait, ah! I'm watching the screens and shit, it's fucking me up. Okay, so that's good, that's good.
Wake of the government's swift enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds. Joining me are Katie Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation they promised. But what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
Nothing, Jeremy. We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
A confident dismissal there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no. I think that Advance have realised that the current economic system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
Now he sounds like
Grand plan, Alan.
It's
crazy
all in my
conspiracy
book.
guy.
Alan James is right, Jeremy. We're to become the great herd. Ignorant, sterile, and short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance have just
didn't
realised
expect
that
her
if
to
we
talk. That
carry
was
on
good
the way
timing.
we are, we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption, if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book.
Alan James is
shamelessly self-promoting. Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully. Advance are the most disruptive threat that the world
They
powers have
did
faced
you see
since the
that?
last Great War.
Yes,
Somebody reached on
Katie's
screen
right.
to grab
War
the
is
book.
inevitable.
Thank you, but I didn't
And this will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire cities. We're talking...
Out of the wrong orifices?
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder
Oh,
your parents
no!
and they poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing, who will be laughing then?
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Yes, Advance are radical, and change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population wealthier and is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
Bollocks! What this young lady doesn't understand, Jeremy, is
Oh
that these
shit!
are the
I
same
didn't know
people.
bollocks was an audio word.
Maybe they've rebranded, but it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
That's where you're wrong, Alan. For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
You say mobilise, I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation to walk happily into eternal bondage. They're like psychic paedophiles.
But based on the facts, Katie, what are your predictions?
The Assets and Wealth Act is only the first step. Advance now have a historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public services, they're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research and the arts.
Or, as I call them in my book, Franken-science and opie arts. like opiates. See?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan?
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals. They're pumping it full of
making the
bleach
frogs
juice.
gay.
Don't get me wrong, I want to see these changes only if they're sustainable. If Advance lose their power after spending half of our
Too
GDP on dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly, Alan, what does the future look like to you?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
No, of course. Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating law and order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight on the National Nightly News.
1 minute back.
You know, I think they might do some good.
I hope so too, Jeremy.
How much are you being paid by them then?
Shut the fuck up, Alan. I've never heard so much shit in my life.
Do I have to censor that? I don't have to censor this, right?
I can explain it to you, but
Because
unfortunately,
it's not live,
I can't
I'm not
understand
censoring
it
it.
for you.
Well, I don't know what she meant by that.
Absolutely fucking flying, I tell you. How's it going? Actually, fuck it, I don't care. I hate the fucking news. Oh, bloody hell, I love this tune, though. All right, mate, see you later. Bye.
10 seconds, everybody. Little Jakey's scared of the big bad culture with water.
If that sticks, I'll destroy you.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. In our second segment, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and order in our country. Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
What's it like on the front line of the hard face of the cold hand of justice?
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively understaffed in this country. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the caseloads on our desks.
Which must affect the quality of support you can offer.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy. There simply isn't enough being done at a systemic level to relieve the problem. We need more support from ministers.
No.
We need change at a structural level.
What is happening?
Not a good time, darling.
It never is it? I'll be at my mother's.
Just hang on.
I mean, this is good TV, right?
The problem isn't a local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No. Well, the affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
We need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public
Sorry
servants.
to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving him?
Yes, I totally understand.
I know, I started to do
Legal
that,
sector there.
but then...
Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. Chief Constable Bob Peel, a man with a very different perspective.
Thank you, Ellen. I would have expected this from your sister.
Problem with the system, Bob.
I'm sure
getting
we all
in trouble.
do, Jeremy. I'm sure we all long for a return to the days when you could safely walk the streets
Oh
of
God,
your
oh
community
God, wrong
life,
way, wrong
looking
way.
in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being terrorised by some thug with a knife. Or
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
Well, that's not a simple
Yeah,
question,
Bob.
Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay. We've diluted our culture and lost touch with what it means to be a citizen of this once great country. Also, as the vicar noted in Sunday's sermon, we probably shouldn't have banned hanging.
And to what do you attribute this moral decay?
Foreigners, gays and gypsies mainly. It's all in the Bible.
What?
Leviticus clearly states that...
Ah!
Bugger, hang on a moment. Jeremy, your bloody gimps escaped. Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear?
I'm sorry, I have to.
As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are responsible for the moral decay?
Absolutely, Jeremy. Back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really could use a little help with this.
Oh, sorry, darling. I was spaying the badgers.
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put him back in the box?
Oh, Clive, you know it's Wednesday. You go back in
Oh,
your
Clive, you know it's
How
Wednesday.
easy is it to make a change, Bob?
Well, it is certainly not the responsibility of the decent, good, white people
Darling,
of this...
where's the padlock?
Oh, hold on just a moment.
Clive, this simply won't do. Naughty, naughty, naughty boy. Mummy said...
Clive, I am not having this again.
Mummy said...
I can't not.
Naughty, you beast cut.
As I was saying, Jeremy, moral decay. Crime is the responsibility of the criminal, no one else.
Blame the
Look,
gays.
everyone has a sob story, but we don't all end up as barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter Alice comes home with an A-, does she go on a killing spree? No, she takes 3 of her pills and hides under the stairs like a normal child.
Thank you, Bob. Bob Peel there, really locking down the police's position on morality for us. And finally tonight...
Look, I spoke to Mallory at the Bridge Club.
Tony Dawson has recently been released from prison after serving 3 years for aggravated assault, burglary, and menacing a swamp.
Oh no,
Which is also, I believe, his birthday. Many happy returns, Tony.
Cheers, Jez. Call me Titwank Tony. Everybody else does.
Titwank Tony. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Titwank Tony. Prison's a mixed bag. Structure's quite nice, but it's a constant battle against institutionalization, as you can imagine. And obviously, titwanks are quite hard to come by.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Titwank Tony. Yeah, so my
Hey!
friends are throwing me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads.
Okay, well, we're trying to let you get back to that party as soon as possible. First,
Sorry.
let me ask you this. Do you feel that your time spent in
Fucking up.
prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Titwank Tony. I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez.
Sopen!
I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. Big Chris, Little Chris, and Vampire Chris. One sec, love. Titwank Tony's on the news. Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. Just not
You
set
see my
up for it,
camera
you know?
moving? That's because I have a dog
Inherently
under me
unjust.
scratching himself.
So, do you feel tempted to... I'm sorry, who's this now?
You are joking. Chrissy Freebollocks has only got Mr. Fancy, oh. Not now, fellas. I'm on the news.
It
It's
seems like we caught you at a bad time.
The little boy.
Oh, I can't really hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here. Jesus.
Yes, we seem to be losing a signal
No
here, Tony.
fucking way. Let's believe that.
Well, we're just trying to get that signal back. I think we... Yes, Tony? Tony, you literally went back 2 seconds. How does this happen, Tony? Can you hear me? Well, we seem to have lost our train of thought. I've managed to gain a broader understanding
Okay,
of the
I'm
serious
I'm sorry.
and complex issues
That's just
around
so
law and
funny.
order. After the break,
What happened
Megan
last
will
year?
be live with
Titwank?
some plucky young thespians. Don't go away.
Dear.
We'll be back after these messages.
I forgot about the messages.
1 minute back, everybody.
Look, all I'm saying is if I was watching the news, I would want to see that shit. For the people, right?
You can see the result on the Vision Mixer, and the public will love that. Don't worry if you don't know, you won't get punished for it or nothing. Just try and stay in the groove. Also, one last
Oh look,
tip.
that's the fucking commercial I played.
Turn down the broadcast volume. Right, enjoy the music bit. God, I love music. God, I'm so pissed. I think I might go and throw up in a bit.
Sure, it's on his way. Come on, it's welcome back. How hard can it be? This is on you. 10 seconds, everybody. We're gonna open on Megan. Camera 2. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome
Welcome's Black. I'm Megan Wolfe, and on tonight's
Welcome's
Culture
Black?
Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act.
That's
a
what she
team
said,
of
right?
Inspiring young people from Switchford Sixth Form College, who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, Friendship, on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte in Stanley Dash Hamilton.
Oh, I thought that was good.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my oldest. I'm the older, more popular one.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Right, yes, but you're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher.
Maths is really important.
Oh, thanks, Steve.
Maths is really important.
As is theatre. It's one of the oldest art forms in history. Aristotle. I just think
Maths is really important.
When we travel around, poor kids see us. They say, "Hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids," and that's a very beautiful and powerful thing. We touch our audiences, and they touch us right back.
I suppose with a surname like Algebra, there was really only one choice of career for me. My wife.
Angela Algebra.
Laugh about it.
No.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
We want to bring a bit of song and joy into
What am I
people's
playing?
And teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really matter.
And I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this play, aren't you?
That's right. To put into context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, yeah, because in a way she's like all of us.
It's like a metaphor. Maybe she's you at home, or like maybe she's you, Megan.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Put it in, coach.
Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little chat with your teacher while you run off and get
Steve
ready.
is
I
my
can't
favorite
wait to see
character
it.
so far.
That's it, that way. So, Jeff, when did you first hear about the grant?
2 days ago, a letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his bin and brought it to me.
Wow, how did you react?
I also threw it in the bin. But then, Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what? It's funny because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political. I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic.
I'm on the wrong person
We
constantly.
did used to watch that Peter Clements DIY show back in the day, and so we thought,
Maths is important.
why not? Let's have a go at this whole democracy thing.
Okay.
And here we bally well are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant!
So, let's have a look at a short section of Hey, Friendship.
I don't know what one I'm supposed to be on.
Dear diary, I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears. Tears. Another day of fears.
Sorry.
But still, I walk the corridors alone.
Fucking Steve back there.
Dreading what might be around every corner. What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner? Oh, hi, Gary. Oh, heavens, no! It's Gary the Fist! Gary the Fist!
Why is
Going somewhere, little first year? Great. I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning, but will this make me feel better about my violent father?
Violent father. Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. And so important.
Maths is important.
Maths is for losers.
What?
Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck, coach.
Keep going, for fuck's sake.
Right, maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money. Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
Not today, Gary the Fist.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? My arm's very cold.
Brilliant, keep going.
Who are you to stand up to me? I, Gary the Fist,
and you're just a sad little girl with 2 gay dads who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my 2 new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team. Yeah. And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't fight all 3 of you, and I don't have any friends of my own.
My own. Wait, what's this? I don't know what this means.
Take a look at me.
I don't know what this means.
Look at my face. I could be you. She could be you. And you could be me.
They're singing. Oh, it wants me to switch it over?
Life can be cheeky.
Is that what it's telling me? I don't know what the fuck this is telling me here.
It's my choice to be mean. So stop now, make a different choice.
Oh, it's fine. Okay.
Hey, listen up, I won't take no.
Oh no. I don't know what this is. It's freaking me out. No! Oh, I went down.
Hey, kids, I'm Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist, but that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist.
So there's gotta be a right one. That's why it says times 2.
The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk and late, and he'd hit my mum for dinner, he had to wait. Where's my dinner?
It's not ready.
Where's my dinner, woman? Don't make me ask you again.
I don't know.
Hitting women is wrong.
Oh, is it?
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate.
That one's just times 2.
Life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate.
None of these say anything. There it is.
It's so damn hard on a council estate.
Life can be peachy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If you work as a team.
Just
Don't
work as a team.
choose 3.
It's your choice to be me.
It's my choice.
So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
You probably find it somewhere.
Well, thankfully that's all we have time for tonight on the National Nightly News. Join us tomorrow night for all the headlines from across the country.
I see you.
My
You're
name's
very
Jeremy
cute.
Dawson.
I love you so much.
Have a peaceful night.
And we're
Hitting
out.
women is
Oh,
wrong.
that was brilliant. What the literal fuck was that?
I believe that was art.
I believe I've got a 14-inch cock, but doesn't make it so.
I have a similar belief about an adequate paycheck.
Oh, come on, please get these twats out of my studio.
Woof. I received my full wages. Still broke ass poor. So the government, the government's doing better. They still love me, even though I got a D. I just went to lean forward to look around the monitor to see what time it was, and that monitor's not there anymore because it took care of my old work stuff. I can see the clock now. It's pretty fucking impressive. Just saying. I'm gonna be honest, I'm enjoying the fuck out of this. Like, it's so fucking goofy. That's their Discord, if you want it. I'm in the way, but it's right there. I should be doing it over here. I was doing it over the stream, but right here. Discord.gg. In case you're wondering. The only downside to this game is how long the loading screens are, but I can't be too mad because, you know, they're like live videos. Oh, wow, I have a text message. How much you want to bet this from? Brayden. It is. He's hopping on now there. So you should probably get in VC with him. No more texting. I know. He texted me that 8 minutes ago. You're always late, Dare. Well, not always. I think in the last week you've been on time once. It's gotta count for something, right? But you've been pretty consistently late lately. Ooh! Whale's here. I was streaming. I can't fucking just check my phone all the time. Okay. You get to the theater slightly early and Sam's already there waiting, dressed to the nines. You smile widely as you join hands and take your seats in the private box. You certainly could get used to this. The tickets arrived on your doormat on Monday with a typed thank you from Chris. You'll get your passport back soon enough, apparently. The show isn't to your usual taste, a pretentious opera in a language you know for a fact Chris doesn't speak either. Still, the complimentary drinks sure go down smooth. When the show finally ends, how many bows do these people need? You stand in line to get your coats and Sam has you in creases with the hilarious impression of the conductor, arms flailing wildly. The couple in front of you are talking about the relocation of people who couldn't pay their new tax bills. It sounds awful. Sam smiles gratefully at you as you both think of Chris, safe and sound. So I'm confused because when Chris was first talking about it, it sounded like they were taking money from the rich and redistributing it to the poor. But this is talking about them not being able to pay their tax bills. So if they can't pay it, then it's not taking from the rich situation. So I've clearly misunderstood this. You're fine, Tweak. When you get home, you're still laughing as Sam heads upstairs to shower before bed. You notice your 14-year-old son is at home and there's a note on the kitchen table in his almost illegible scrawl. It says he's at a friend's house. It's a school night, so you go over there and watch him home. You trust Charlie. He'll be home soon. I'll trust him. Great show. Isn't that a movie? Or is there a show? I've never watched the movie either, so... It's one night. He's got to start taking responsibility for his own decisions sometime. What's the worst that could happen? I don't like that. I made the wrong decision. I don't like that at all. I fucked up. My kid's gonna die. A call from school. Fuck. Your family answering machine crackles into life. Who could be calling while you and your spouse were at work? Good afternoon. This is a message for the Winston family. It's Miss Smith calling regarding your son Charles. The tin-old woman goes on. I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for it, but he wasn't in school today and we haven't heard from you that he would be absent. I'd like to remind you we do require all absences to be authorized in advance, or in exceptional circumstances, for parents to ring first thing in the morning. Please see to it that this doesn't happen again. Thank you. Goodbye. Someone's got some explaining to do. Hey, it's only because he's not dead, right? Bruh! Why is so much time passing? You're living through a pile of accumulated posts. Each new bill pulls on your gut like a lead weight until the flash of blue makes you pause. Recognizing the Teal Advance logo on the envelope, you tear it open. Dear Winston residents, this is your second reminder letter regarding the Assets and Wealth Redemption Scheme. Please submit your passports to your nearest government office as soon as possible in order to register for the scheme. You cannot receive your share of the national rebate without submitting these documents. You knew there would be consequences, but that doesn't make it any easier. We work as a team, and we are rewarded as a team. Forwards together. Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Chris is safe, that's all that matters. You hope. So I'm not getting the extra money. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. You can't help but crack a smile as you look around the table. The snow is settled on the grass outside. The kids are pulling a cracker while your elderly mother tries to keep her eyes open. You did always have a soft spot for Christmas. You're sitting at the head of the table now, your dad's place. Across from you is Chris's empty seat. Probably on a tropical beach somewhere, you think. You catch Sam's eye, who breaks into a smile. Clearly she is thinking the same thing. Even without Chris, the food has to be stretched a little thinner this year, but no one seems to notice. Christmas really can be a wonderful time of year. You look around the room at your family. You make a toast. Let's make a toast. You stand and raise your glass. Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm glad we're all here. Well, most of us. There are murmurs of cheers and much clinking of glasses. Your daughter, Susie, seizes the opportunity to corn you. You know how you love me? You raise a questioning eyebrow. I'm not going to like this, am I, you joke. You know me and my friends are planning on going traveling this year. Susie begins innocently. Well, I was hoping you'd help me with the money. I'm gonna frown. You sigh and Susie's face drops immediately. You know money's tight at the moment, Suze, especially now Grandma's staying here. You hate having to say no to the kids. Just how much are we talking here? Only a few hundred. She mumbles as she pushes a stray pea around her plate. It takes a great effort for you not to spit your mulled wine across the table onto your elderly mother. I know it's a lot, darling, Sam interjects, but trains are expensive. This is a great opportunity for her, and I already did say she could go. We'll make it work. Susie's grin stretches ear from ear. You mean it? That's so great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The mood soars as Sam puts a paper hat on your head, and Charlie takes pleasure in reading everyone's god-awful cracker jokes. The room is filled with voices and laughter. Looking around at your grinning family, your mother whispers, your father would be so pleased. You dab an eye with your napkin, you feel very lucky. After saving voicemails. Anytime I have to leave you a voicemail now, I'm going to play metal music in the background. Why is there so much? Where is it? I don't think he went missing. I think he was there, right? He just missed a day of school. I thought he was he there? Was he not there? Oh God. Why does the zip on this damn case never close? It's your anniversary. Every year you and Sam go away for the weekend, usually camping. You're not made of money. You've been looking forward to it for ages, finally getting some time alone together where you can forget about the noise of life. No kids, no work, just a bit of romance, peace and quiet. The zip finally gives up the battle and you drag the bulging suitcase down the stairs. The answering machine is blinking. Good evening, Alex. This is Mr. Bozeman. I'm calling to inform you that you will be required to work this weekend. I did tell them that I would choose work over a family vacation. Some information has come to light concerning the rising tensions between our nation and foreign powers, and the National Nightly News team will be working on the clock to ensure we break the story first. Needless to say, I will expect your attendance tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. sharp. Sam comes downstairs, brimming with excitement, kissing you. They grab the car keys from the dish and start to load your bags into the back. I want to ignore the message, but we're broke as fuck, and I kinda need this anyway. Apologize profusely to your spouse, but you should really go into work. You sigh heavily. You're going to go, aren't you? The voice behind you makes you whip around. You nod simply. I get it. Your family has always been your priority, but sometimes work has to come first. You should go first. Aww. Sam pulls you close and holds you tight. A wave of gratitude washes over you. That's so very understanding of her. Hold on. So far, we're getting a lot of story here, but this isn't the gameplay. I'm sorry, I was like, you should watch this, and now it's just one fucking... This is not it. Your son, Charlie... See, look, Charlie's not gone. Your son, Charlie, hovers at your elbow as you read. Do you find yourself striving to achieve? Are you an active member of the team? Do you like reaping the benefits of cooperation, joy, and da-da-da? Okay. Charlie grabs a flyer from you and thrusts a form into your hand. So I can walk there straight from school, and Ben's sister can drop us home after, so you won't have to do anything. So he's telling you it's one thing, It's not that thing, and he doesn't want me to take him there. He wants to just walk there. Hey, look, I'm not broke ass poor anymore. What is he up to? Sorry, mate, I just don't think it's the right place for you. Maybe it was. I don't know. Like, I'm down with him doing that, but I just don't think he's doing it. I don't think he's doing it. Some guys that work getting to me, they can't go. Samson's a funny brandishing 2 tickets. You see, Alex James. Ugh. Free tickets. He is a nut job. The show is entertaining, but much less funny than you thought. He's a powerful public speaker, and something about it sticks in your mind. Lying in bed that night, wide awake, long after Sam's breathing turns heavy, it hits you. It was the crowd. Not laughing, but roaring. Yeah, you went to listen to some crazy political conspiracy theory guy and realize that not everybody there is there to laugh. They believe it. It's a lot of politics, Braden. That's what's happening. Urgent respond immediately. Dear Winston, has to take another step. Okay. By nationalizing the largest private corporations and redistributing their resources among the citizens of this great country, the Partnership Bonds program ensures that wealth created by the people is delivered to the people. You don't remember this being in the manifesto. Every household will become a partner in one of 3 carefully selected institutions chosen by Advance for consistent high performance of financial security. Please note, all returns are based on public opinion and cannot be guaranteed. Please select one of the following. It's always a steal from Crazy Neil. Eye of the Beholder. Whether it's cosmetics, clothing, or couture, we need to see the beauty in all of our corporations. From sport of children, you time. Does it matter? I have to choose. Oh, and I've been playing these fucking commercials. That's what the fuck. So, I've been playing Neil's Deals. That's the only one I've been playing. I wonder if I have options for the other ones. Thank you for making your selection. We will print it in 3 to 6 working months. The future of this nation is in partnership, forwards together. Just how much influence could you have? That's exactly it. Is I could be playing these commercials to make the stocks and shit go up for me to make more money. If any. I'm assuming that's what that's about, right? Okay, Braden, I think you're about to see it. It only took us 70 years. I was trying to get my water bottle over my arm without hitting the mic. That's what was happening there. It's okay. If none of this works, Braden, we can just blame Dare. Just saying. I'm really enjoying this whole layout with the streaming. And it's running smoothly. And it doesn't sound like I'm having any issues with you guys hearing the fan. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, let's blame Dare. Well, quit fucking up, Dare. We wouldn't have to blame you. Here's the game.
Good evening, Alex. It's Boozman here.
Boozman.
Your boss.
Boozman.
While you're powering up and getting the adverts loaded, I thought I should just tell you that we've had one of those public information films from the government, and it's mandatory that you play it. You still have a free choice for the other 2, so read those tape labels carefully, but make sure you play the advance advert, preferably at the second break. Right, that's the lot. great show. Total pimp. My God, that weather looks nasty.
Oh, how's it going with Steve?
Why are men such pricks?
Yeah, well, eh?
Apparently he has a complicated relationship with his fish.
No.
Sorry, are you saying he chose his imaginary friend in the sky over you?
I don't know why I talk to you.
You're probably
I don't know why I talk to you.
10 seconds, everybody. Like I said, all of you.
Did your personality accidentally slip out?
Pricks. Go in 5, 4,
I'm sorry, that was
3.
funny.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Dawson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. Our main stories tonight.
Uncooperative. A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight on thousands of buildings throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol might mean.
After 3 months of record-breaking approval ratings, could this be the daring first move of a silent resistance movement? And what would that mean as we go into the future?
We shall overcome. Trapped in Dante's taint for more than a month now, doctors Ingrid Svorsborg Horgensvoord and David Wong announced today that they're considering 2 possible options.
With 2 of the finest minds in science working together, hopes are still high for the eventual return of the team to
Dante's taint.
While both options are still on the table, support seems to be growing for a daring escape attempt. If a group of fungus experts can't fix the most advanced craft ever conceived by man, then who can?
LaBeouf avoided. As the last Mr. Snugglehogs is found and destroyed, we ask, how could we have been so blind?
Fortunately, this station wisely chose not to advertise Mr. Snugglehugs, and the subsequent disappointing sales
I
turned
did
out
it!
to be
I
a miracle,
did it!
as only 7 children were horribly injured by the lethal toy. How much worse could it have been? Thankfully, we'll never know.
Julia Salisbury, who mobilised numerous government resources to recall the product immediately after the first blindings, said today that the new advance mark, which must be earned by all new products, would be a 100% ironclad guarantee of safety and quality.
Table for 2. Johnny Hamsleeves and Tiffany Lamour were spotted having a private moment out at lunch today.
The popular couple have certainly been on a roller coaster since they started dating late last year.
I don't know who they are.
And this image is sure to place them firmly back in the
Oh God, I
Could
didn't
we
switch
be
over to
on the
him.
verge of the biggest celebrity wedding since professional wrestler Randy Grizzlenuts McFridge married his longtime tag
That's,
team partner Tina Tiny Hands
Dare.
last year in a
That's Dare's
wrestling ring made
wrestling
of
name.
cake.
Is his once celebrated role model about to become the bad boy of sport?
And onwards and upwards. In an attempt to put the Mr. Snugglehugs disaster behind them, Remington's Fist CEO Sophia Remington today announced a brand new product that already has the markets buzzing with interest.
This groundbreaking product came as quite a shock when it was revealed earlier today, though its critics are sceptical that the young CEO can fulfill her promises.
Described as a breakthrough far ahead of its time, the male contraceptive pill is heralding a sexual revolution. Its fans are celebrating the fact that men can finally take equal responsibility for contraception, but others have expressed concerns over its safety and side effects.
With that exclusive prime ministerial interview coming up later.
And our very own Patrick Bannon live at the first annual Sports Board final.
You won't want to miss a second of tonight's
National Nightly News.
Oh, what's this? God damn, that storm is raging. Oh shit.
But first tonight, while Advance is certainly proving popular with the majority of the country,
fuck?
we've seen their wealth and standards of living increase considerably. For some, the transition has not been as pleasant.
That's right, Megan. The formerly aristocratic members of our society have had to make major adjustments to
What
come
is
to terms
happening
with
right
the
here?
new regime.
Robin Short is in suburbia investigating rumours that these previously privileged people may be planning some kind of protest. Robin?
Thanks, Megan. I'm here in Moderate Hatchings to talk to Wentworth and Penelope Somerset Bentley, who were relocated to the house you see behind me after Advance passed the Assets and Wealth Act on their first day in office. for new lives.
Well, quite frankly, Robin, we're not settling in at all. Our neighbours are whitewatters.
It's simply untenable. I hope you'll forgive my language, but it's as steaming as a Wednesday hatch basket with too much spatting.
Steady now, Penelope. Sorry, Robin, my sister's under a lot of pressure.
Oh,
she had to
what a
dress
pressure.
herself this morning and she still hasn't quite recovered, Robin.
Funnily do. I have to censor funnily do.
Of ribbons, Robin.
Well, at least you've been rehoused in a nice big house.
Big house? This grubby little gaddis spatch only has one staircase.
And the
I don't understand British swearing, I guess.
Imagine that, having all one's grub in one room. One womb, Robin.
One womb
You say
wobbin.
to the people that feel that your family has had it far too easy for far too long, and that these redistributions are both fair and just.
I hardly think we've had it easy for fussle's sake. Only one of our swimming pools was even fitted.
Oh shit!
But
I didn't
realistically,
censor.
what can you do?
Oh god, and I'm not
Well,
helping this.
You've asked the right bloody question, Robin.
Thank you, Wentworth. I wasn't the youngest ever editor of the Swinstead Middle School Inquirer for no reason.
I think our toilet butler was from Swinstead. Dear George.
Our toilet bubbler? Guys, I'm fucking up.
Daddy tried to shoot him in the buttocks and he ran off into the woods.
Oh, good times.
And that's probably my last happy memory, Robin.
Tragic, but what can you do?
We will wise and rebel. We wage war
We
on
will
our
wise
fucking
and
rulers with
rebel.
righteous words
Look,
and
this
rebellious
guy's
writings.
just laughing.
Our best guests
No.
are to divest our breasts and an undressed bear just protest.
Oh, what's that?
Daddy! Daddy, it's
Daddy!
something!
Please don't do that. We can't show this on the news.
Right, you
Do I click away?
Tilly, get the dog.
Tilly's our mummy. She's proper cracked off too.
Proper cracked off.
You're showing some shame.
Free at last! Somerset Bentley.
I don't know if I'm supposed to show this.
See, the protest has started already. Nice sharp work, boy.
Thanks, Daddy.
He gets that from me, you know.
And forgive me, what are you trying to achieve here?
We just want to be fudding well heard, that's all.
Language, Penelope. We are news, not rules.
Sorry, Daddy.
We want the world to realise we won't roll over and run away.
I can't with this fucking no.
Yes, we bloody well will. Spaff and piff pop.
Spaff and piff paff.
Are you okay?
No, Daddy, how could you?
Well, shut up and get your
Well, Jeremy, Megan, as this
Did he
embryonic
just- did he just get shot?
One in the top legs. It's back to you in the studio.
I was too busy looking at everything else. Did he just get shot?
In moderate hatchings.
Thanks, Robin. Well, that's certainly a story we want to be keeping an eye on, eh, Megan?
Speak for yourself there, Jeremy, but I've seen enough shaft work to last me a lifetime.
I'm sure you have. But can a naked protest movement ever really catch on? It doesn't seem like the way we do things in this country.
But as I'm sure you're aware, Jeremy, this country is becoming a very different place.
Yes, but seriously, who's going to run around naked in our weather?
Well, hopefully not you, Jeremy.
Yes, well, there wouldn't be enough canvas for the sneakers.
When we come back, our very own Patrick Bannon will be live from the Sports Board Finals. Stick around, you won't want to miss it.
We'll be back after these messages.
Oh, shit.
1 minute back.
I forgot.
Sorry, I'm busting.
Oh, grizzle nuts. I know I didn't censor everything I should have.
Yes, I know. And it's very endearing.
She wants your job.
She's welcome to it. Why is it raining on my desk?
Alex,
yeah.
Bolton, we're getting reports in that naked protesters might try and spoil the sports board final by waving their fleshy bits about.
The
Try and make
fleshy
sure you
bits.
don't broadcast it. It's 6 p.m. for God's sake. No one wants to see fannies on the news.
At 6 p.m.? Yeah, they do. Don't be lazy, let's get crazy. So I've got plenty of viewers for this. So maybe next time I should play him on the third slot. Because on the third slot I would probably have more viewers. We're like halfway in the green. So let's see on the third one if that's where I should be placing him. I don't know how many days this
Yes,
goes,
I
BT
understand, but I
Dubs.
always say welcome back.
I think we should just keep it as it is.
Well, of course you do. I've got one hack line.
What's that supposed to mean? I didn't write it, Jeremy.
That's all right, fine. Jenny, there's something wrong with the auto cue.
10 seconds. Oh, I just felt a drip again. Have they not fixed this?
Want to see us fry? It's good for the ratings.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Wolf. Coming up later, we'll be speaking to the Prime Ministers about their exciting new healthcare facilities, transition centres.
Nice to see they care.
You're absolutely right, Jeremy. But first, we're going now to our own Patrick Bannon, who's reporting live from the finals of the new game that's gripping the nation, Sports Board. Patrick?
That's right, Megan, you join me live here for
All right,
the
so we're
final
looking
of the
for
first
naked
annual
butts.
Sports Board Championship. It's been a hotly contested competition so far. I think it's fair to say these two have been dancing around each other all season. First up, we have Eddie Striker. She's the more experienced of our two players today. Striker has got an accuracy of 7, a danger rating of K, and a 12-month driving ban. Striker's known for her signature move, the lanky hamster. And facing her tonight, hoping to prove himself with a career record of 12 outs, 14 finishes, and a divorce pending, it's Mr. Wingspan himself, Tommy, the Fingernail Harris. Just waiting on the ref now. The slapping ceremony is taking part. Still going on.
What was that?
And, Striker, of course, first to start as she won the trivia round earlier on by some margin.
What is this game?
Harris, perhaps the brawn and not the brain. Stupid. Eddie Striker. Nice start there from Striker. She's determined not to let the nerves show. Not after last time. On to Mr. Harris now. Tommy. Using his arm to pick up the ball.
Use it. What else would he use?
Not a bad shot there from Harris. Back to Striker for shots number 3. All right.
Ah, there's this little thing that's showing me.
She's gone to sort of throwing it under her legs. Not bad if you ask me. Was that contact? Don't know why you could play. To Harris. Bit of business with the ref, but it got sorted out. Back to Harris now. A ball in the hand.
It's making more sense.
Good ball. Move back. I'd say that's fair, but what do I know? Oh no, and Harris is not going to be happy with that. So really not.
I didn't notice that this little light tells me if it's good or not. Yeah, we're looking for fleshy bit you, but poor.
With the ref section, it's time to change ends. Now we have the ceremonial changing of the ends. And of course now they go back to the starting positions. Does that make sense?
I should be on. Does that make sense?
Striker giving it large.
Second round, double. Harris.
Winter round 2 now with Harris. Okay, we seem to have some sort of streak on the pitch. I apologise if we broadcast any of that stuff. She appears to have slogans across her breasts and arse. Try and ignore all of that. Security, I'm sure we're going to take them out as soon as possible. Apologise if we broadcast any of that. As I said, we're going to get the situation resolved as soon as possible. They're trying to carry on play, but it's proving a bit difficult, and I'm struggling to follow. Because it's quite an eyesore, and women's bodies, yeah. All right, great. Okay,
women's bodies, yeah, great.
And Harris absolutely determined to close that massive gap. Eddie Striker.
Oh, is it her? Yeah, Striker.
No, it's just some of the tightest play I've seen ever. Harris.
Oh.
And was that the fitted thumb screw? We haven't seen that since the Heat. What a brilliant move.
What?
Back to Striker.
I don't understand this game at all.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is of course the ground sound.
What?
Excellent bit of play here on both sides of the bucket. I don't know about you at home, but I'm finding the technical play here absolutely blooming jaw-dropping. The ref has spotted something in Harris's neck or head. And Harris is having an absolute shocker. What a miserable start there for Tommy Harris. But he is a late bloomer, of course, always said that. And after all, it is a game of 2 halves. 4 rounds and 7 subgenres. But now, of course, it's time for the half-time show. Sponsored by Remington Smith.
Oh, I lost it. Damn.
Must be some music here to start the half-time show. Okay, another posh protester loose on the court here. We can only apologise for that. We'll do our best to shield you from having to look directly at it. Is running around here with his genitals on display for all to see. And ruining what was shaping up to be quite the dance interlude there. Now he's thrusting himself in Harris's face. Security's on it. And the bucket has been knocked over! I cannot stand it when the bucket gets knocked over. Hopefully he'll get taken out now. Genitals flying around for all to see. Really, if you ask me, not Sunday morning television. And out of there, hopefully taken away, never to be seen again.
Final poses, final poses. Ball boy cannot be in the final pose.
Oh, and it's showing me, guys, I'm a fucking idiot. It's showing me up here. Which ones are good to show?
And as we head into round
Fuck,
3, I'd
that's
love
so
to know what's going on
cool.
in these
I'm
two
such
players'
an
heads.
idiot.
But unfortunately, because of science, we
I don't
can't
know what the fuck this game is there, but I think that's the point because I can't tell. Like, I don't know where I'm supposed to go because I don't understand the sport.
Well, that ball boy's giving me the eye all day. I don't know what's going on there. Striker there, not a great start. She looks a bit flustered, I think, after all that swinging around. Back to Harris here. God, what I wouldn't give to be that ball.
Shit.
I'm all right, ladies. Tommy Harris. And it dribbled down his arm, which is actually a really good move because, of course, if it dribbles down his arm and goes on the floor, it's not going in the bucket.
We don't want it in the bucket?
Back to striker. And striker's gone for the animal bonus there, but of course, perhaps... And yes, Harris has countered with a tiny bell. That is wonderful play. Of course, we've seen that before. Look at her face. She is absolutely gutted. What a mug. That could have been the clincher. What a massive shame.
Harris receives possession now.
Harris to serve now. Harris, of course, undefeated by Kestrel in his last 4 battles. So, here we go. Tommy Harris. That's all right. Not bad there. He threw it quite far away from him, which is quite a good idea. Very clever there. Perhaps a little contact, a caution from the referee, who's being, if you ask me, a little bit harsh. Ellie Striker. And she's let the nerves get to her. What the hell was that? You hate to see it, don't you? You cannot believe it.
What is he doing?
Okay, like, I mean, this is a mess now. I don't know what I can be doing about this. I mean, sort of breasts and genitals for all to see. I mean, there's only so much I can do. They're sort of everywhere, aren't they? All right, I'll try and carry on. The players are trying to carry on, but of course it's difficult because these protesters, hopefully we can get them taken off soon so we can carry on with the match. What's going on here? Yes.
I know what you want from me.
Yes, very good. Take them away. Bloody wasters, absolute wasters. Oh, jog on!
This is the mime round.
It's an absolute bloody... Okay, and now we're going to go into the final round. And of course, as it's a Tuesday, the final round is a mime round. Who could believe it?
Uh-huh.
Nice imaginary shot there from Harris. It really could go anywhere at this point. Really high-level play here from 2 absolute juggernauts of the sport.
Hold.
The bucket getting moved back to its proper place. About time, if you ask me. She's juggling it around from her hands. And she's put it in her mouth like as if it was an egg. And now she's and she spat it out. She did the egg spit. So a wonderful move there, quite late on.
Illegal spit.
From Striker. But she's in it to win it.
Harris's ball.
On it like a car bonnet. Tommy Harris here, having a bit of beef.
I keep clicking when he's talking too
And he's
late.
peeling it as if it were a banana, which is an interesting move. Not sure if he hasn't had his potassium or what's going on today with Harris.
This is so fucking ridiculous.
Oh, there was the ball! What a fantastic move there from Harris. Unfortunately, that is the end. What a pathetic... There we go, Jeremy, that is over. How can he look his 8-year-old son in the face tonight? What a lump. We just have to wait for the referee now to announce it to make sure it is all official.
Contestants in, please. And the winner of the first annual Sports Board Championship
Why did it go down? Because I don't have...
Okay, the ref has agreed once again a win for everyone, including me as my 15th win in the Sports Board Championship. I'm going to be celebrating tonight with my wife and children. Another wonderful victory for me. Here come the on-site security to collect their medals. They're 6th and 7th respectively. And thanks again for watching the championships. What more is there to say? I'm Patrick Bannon. Looking forward to celebrating tonight. And all I always have to say, Jeremy, is back to you in the studio.
Patrick Bannon there had an extraordinary final.
Historic sports board, Jeremy.
I didn't know you were a fan.
Oh, yeah, I can wrench a doubler with the best of them, I'll have you know.
I certainly wouldn't bet against you.
When we come back, I'll be talking live with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, who apparently have a big announcement you wouldn't want to miss.
That's coming up after these messages.
1 minute back.
Fucking microphone shocked me.
What?
Fucking microphone just shocked me. Where's that sound guy?
This is the government.
Everything okay?
Oh, the mics are just trying to kill us now, apparently.
You'll be fine. You're unshockable.
I'm immune to your cheap flattery.
I'm wearing you down.
Boozman again. Just heard from the chaps in maintenance that this storm is causing the odd power surge. Some of your controls might be a bit, dangerous. Now, I know you're tough and you can take the odd shock for the sake of a perfect news broadcast, but too many in quick succession can stop the old ticker. I'm sure you'll make the right decisions.
Oh, what the fuck is happening?
Seems to have sprung a leak. Well, several, actually.
We're going to need a whole new lining up there. Triple C.
So if it's going off, I can't use
Your
it.
star seems to be in the ascendant.
It's a great time to be alive.
Too bloody right.
Dear!
Megan Wolf.
My, but that's a firm handshake you've got there.
She's tougher than she looks. Am I here?
Here, with Mr. Clement on your left.
Right you are, pet.
Is your sea damp?
10 seconds, everybody.
No, mine's fine. Have you had a little accident?
Chissy cow.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. I am delighted to be joined by Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Welcome to the National Nightly News, Prime Ministers.
Oh, please, it's just Julia and Peter.
We don't believe much in titles. It doesn't seem
I
very...
clicked it before it fucking went
We're
nuts.
delighted to be here.
Well,
God!
firstly, I should ask how you feel about the graffiti that's been springing up across the capital. Should we be worried?
Oh, no, you definitely shouldn't be worried.
Well, not unless you've got a fatal paint allergy anyway.
But yes, it does seem that there are still some people we haven't been able to help.
You know, whingers.
People who yet to benefit from the many advantages of the new future.
And you know, Megan, as my old mum used to say, there are some pissants who just don't know how to be happy.
We're working hard to reach these people, find out what they're angry about and how we can help. The door to my government is always open.
Someone's tripping on me.
But we didn't come here to talk about what may yet turn out to be some alternative arts project.
Which we no doubt will have funded.
When we want to talk to the nation about something far more exciting.
Yes, your office briefed us that you have an announcement to make, but they were being surprisingly secretive about it.
Let me ask you a question, Megan.
Oh, okay, it's not usually how it works, but...
What scares you? I mean, really scares you?
It's about death? Is that
It's
what
death.
they're... Yeah. They were just talking about this.
death.
We're all afraid of our deaths. It's part of being human.
Sorry, are you saying that Advance have cured death?
That'll be a vote winner. Yep, that was definitely a drop there.
But while we may not have cured death, we hope we found a way to make it much less scary.
And much less painful and much less expensive. Look, which is me close-up camera?
Oh,
okay?
sorry, it's camera format.
When I was 13, my mum came and got me from school. He was to go to the hospital.
I'm sorry, that was funny. Which one's my
Granddad,
close-up? And
He
we go like
collapsed that
that.
morning, so we'd all to say our goodbyes. And I went in to see him. He were all frail. And
I don't know, dear. You're the one who
pale.
told me to play this fucking game.
was
I don't
scared
know what's
because I'd only seen
happening.
him the week before, and he'd been fit as fiddle.
Shit.
And he said to me, Peter, he said, it's the right time. I don't ever want to be a burden to the people I live.
Was that the last time you saw him?
Nope, 3 days later he were back home. He lived with us for 9 miserable years after
fuck?
that. He had to be fed with a rubber spoon. He had
We
a
a-
commode.
we a rubber
so he'd
spoon.
just take a shit right there in the lounge while we were watching football.
I had to do
He
it.
wouldn't even wait till half time.
Have a good night.
Oh,
It was awful.
If you guys want to play Fallout,
Awful
just
for us,
tell
and
me.
this is
Because
the
I'll play
point.
Fallout.
It were awful for him. He could see it was destroying me, man, watching him slowly fade away. And he would beg her to turn off his breathing equipment at night, but she couldn't, or she wouldn't. It were a crime, you see. And she didn't want to lose the children, as well as her old man.
No family should have to suffer like Peter's did. And now no family will have to. The health service is today opening the first of 300 new transition centres.
The transition centres will handle everything for your last days. The legal, financial, medical and emotional costs are all catered for and paid for by the government. So even the poorest citizen gets to pass on with dignity when they choose.
And that choice is important.
Why does this sound too
This
good?
is a service only for people who choose it. For people who feel they've run their course and don't want to burden themselves or their families with a slow,
Yeah,
long,
so I need to put
humiliating
Neil's
decline.
deals at the bottom.
He's just given me electric shock.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I think it from my asshole.
Oh, we're still on the air, Peter.
No, yes. Sorry. My apologies. Oh.
Are you not worried that this new system might be open to abuse?
In what way?
Sorry. I've got a zap to get. Can I get a little bit of help here, please?
That the older generation might feel somewhat...
Scared the shit out of me.
Massive. Right, no. This bastard's coming off.
That the older generation might feel somewhat coerced.
Coerced into spending their final days eating gourmet food and drinking fine wine and luxury spas and gardens.
Look, I am perfectly capable of... that grandmother with a rusty twat!
Prime Minister, please watch your language.
For fuck's sake!
Go get yourself sorted out.
Right.
We're launching a government information film tonight. It should tell your viewers everything they need to know.
You really do move at a positive pace.
Wah!
I can't believe you've yet to be in office a year.
Oh, Megan, we're only getting started.
And on that note, thank you so much for being here.
Shit, I keep fucking that up, man.
Right, yes,
That's
all
why I
we
gotta
have
click
time for
over
tonight.
here.
Thank you
I can't
so
use
much
the
to
fucking
our
number
guests.
buttons with this going on.
Congratulations to all the winners at the Sports Board final. And we'll see you tomorrow night at the same time. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. If you can, have a peaceful night.
And we're out. Good job, everybody.
So they just...
It seems so.
I don't suppose there's any way this could be a good thing.
It's my nephew, so we transitioned the moment I saw the leak.
You're always down for whatever. I thought y'all were playing Call of Duty tonight, which is why I found a single player game, and y'all didn't even fucking play it. Yeah, I got an A+ on that crazy ass last shit. A small bonus. It went up because Neil's deals is going up. So this is the government, so this must be the rebellion. And obviously we know that's work. These loading screens. I'm telling you, that's the biggest downside of this game so far is how long the loading takes, but that's it. Which isn't saying much, let's be honest. I just had a thought, and it looks like I can find a free random clip player for my BRB screen. I just have to get it set up, which is exciting to me. The lockdown? Bruh.
Alex, oh thank God you're alive. It's Jenny, the floor manager. Are you okay? Alex.
I'm not done at work?
You need to get it together. Look at the broadcast screen. Just look at it. That's all we've been putting out since you went down. You have to fix it. Now. Look left, Alex. Out the window.
What the fuck is happening? My game just...
See? They're all over it, little bastards. You're going to need a full charge to clear that many off. Hold
This is
down
a dream.
the big
This has to be a
button
dream,
until it's
right?
fully charged. Then release it to zap the little fuckers.
What are they? What kind of goofy ass...
Excellent, Alex. We're broadcasting again. They must have built up while you were napping. Usually it only takes a tap on the button to clear one. Look, there's a lone one climbing now. Zap it off before it starts to mess up the signal again. Great. That
Yeah,
seems to
no,
be
I
the
was
last of them.
struggling.
For now. Right. We're
The
about a
game
minute
itself
out.
was
Get
struggling.
the adverts loaded up. I've got to deal with my pet idiot. And Alex, keep your ears open. You'll hear them climbing up the tower. Don't let them build up.
Moments, we'll be going live to the National Nightly News. But before that, let's take a look at what's coming up later on.
This has no credibility, Jenny.
On Channel 1. At 7 o'clock, it's another...
No professionalism.
What's wrong with this picture? And tonight...
It's not a mess. Everything is where it should be. It's ramshackle and characterful, and I'd expect you to know the difference. Of course Megan's place looked lovely, but I can't say
Of course Megan's
Thanks,
place
Jenny.
looked
How's Hopkins with
lovely.
the boyfriend going?
Decided to take his chances on the wild streets, eh? Rather than endure another romantic comedy. Another romantic comedy.
Was that the game?
Jeremy, Jenny says your hair looks stupid.
Yes, I can hear her.
She says she's not talking to you.
Yes, I know, I can hear her.
Shall I count us in?
Make it so.
Okay, 10 seconds. Break a leg, everyone.
Preferably a furry one.
5, 4, 3.
For the National Nightly News.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. Our main stories tonight.
Snugglefox? It's been almost 5 weeks since all the Mrs. Snugglehugs toys woke up simultaneously in factories worldwide and began searching for their husbands. The Mr.
What?
Snugglehugs we have so short-sightedly destroyed. And now, as this photograph suggests, they may be changing tactics.
Built to surprisingly traditional gender stereotypes, the Mrs. Snugglehugs have been arming themselves with a variety of household implements. All the more reason to make sure that cat flap is taped up good.
Is that what those are outside?
This frightening
Snuggle
new development
hugs?
means that even those previously thought to be relatively safe, like the young and fit, must
What?
take care to watch their backs and keep their ears open for the soft steps of sinister feet.
They're
Going
fucking
stir-crazy,
Furbies.
with no signs of Mrs. Snugglehugs' batteries running out, and the government
Sorry.
lockdown now in its 31st day, domestic relationships across the country are taking some unexpected turns.
Dramatic reports are beginning to emerge of uncharacteristically bold behaviour in homes across the country. And we're not talking about the model planes that occupy so much time in the Donaldson household.
With dating options limited, many house sharers, in particular students, are finding solace in co-tenants they'd previously rejected as unfuckable, indulging in an activity that has become known as snuggle tugging.
Oh shit,
Going
I
on,
missed this
popular
answer.
crustacean Johnny Hamsleeves is back in the news today as this astonishing photograph that he leaked himself shows exactly how he's been spending his lockdown.
It seems that when the lockdown was announced, Johnny's long-term partner, Tiffany Lamour, was busy in the capital preparing her new show, Chocolate Clit Bombs, for its now postponed grand opening.
Clit!
Let's hope
Clit is not a bad word that needs to be
It's great to see a
fucking...
celebrity using their time wisely, as the government suggests, by developing a new hobby
thought
or
I heard
fetish,
something.
and most importantly, by keeping your spirits up. Nice to see Johnny doing his little bit.
The shape of things to come?
In their own version of a lockdown for more than 45 years now, the descendants of doctors David Wong and Ingrid Svorsborgen Horgensvoord and their unfortunate team today managed to get a personal
I was too busy looking at his hair. I forgot. I forgot to switch.
Svorsborgen Horgensbrood, as they've come to be known, have certainly captured the public imagination, with a recent vote naming Helvetica Svorsborgen Wongensvoord the most likely to survive a massive electric shock.
Greeting from Dante's Tate, or as we say down here in the family, many mushrooms to you. I don't know what a Mrs. Pluckless Plug is, but they sound like they're causing you guys real problems. We've been trapped down here for 8,961 days now, and all I can say is I sure am glad Mum and Dad chose not to get on that escape craft. Since they grew me and the rest of the family, we've been getting on famously, and sometimes Mum stops crying for upwards of 20 minutes. Also, it turns out, as Flush, you can eat flards, if you can handle the stomach cramps and the amnesia. Greetings from Dante's Taint, or as we say down here in the family, many mushrooms to
the amnesia.
It's hard to believe they've been down there so long now.
But everyone knows time moves differently underwater, Jeremy. That's why baths take so long.
That's right. And as anyone will tell you, the deeper the bath.
The quicker the relativistic forces of temporal causality will have a measurable effect upon the six-dimensional parameters of your environment.
Yes, I've said that many times.
Papers, please. With the lockdown becoming ever more rigorously enforced, having
they made a
passport
beholder
is
joke
becoming
earlier
increasingly
too.
important, Alex.
The government caused controversy today by announcing a fresh charge of passport fraud with an imaginative form of punishment for those found guilty of this brand new but incredibly serious crime.
In what's being called a draconian measure, the government has reinstated the ancient right of trial by custard. Just like in the old days,
I didn't know what that was. I was afraid it was piss.
But if you sink, well, you'll go well with profiteroles, Jeremy.
And Advance speaks out. With the snuggle struggle proving a test to governments around the world, Advance HQ released a curious statement this afternoon.
In the accompanying release, they asked us to stress that they have been listening and that this should be taken as a response to how the people really feel.
We've certainly done our bit on this show to contribute to the political climate. But let's not forget, how we behave in our home lives is what really matters.
Let's hope it's not just me who filled out that questionnaire, Jeremy, or we're all in trouble.
Let's play that statement.
Good evening. In these difficult times, it's important that we
Another
all
one?
feel united, that we're all in this together. And for a short time, we must bear significant change.
I don't know if I'm supposed to be helping the government or not. Like, I'm fucking lost on
I've
that.
written a list of things that are just as temporary as all of this discomfort. I thought it would be helpful to share my list with all of you. Christmas with the in-laws. Your child's school play.
Bruh.
Youth. Beauty. That phase you still don't talk about. Your New Year's resolution. Your husband's hairline. Your waistline. Your term in office. Your fleeting lifetime.
Bruh, I chose the wrong one.
Human endeavor.
No, we're all just gonna go cry.
I hope my relatable list has allowed you to find reassurance. To know that just as these things pass us by, so too will this crisis. Together we will endure, as we always have. Thank you.
Delectable stuff.
Later tonight, Jeremy will be catching up with brave roving reporter Patrick Bannon, while I check in with two friends of the programme who found themselves stranded at opposite ends of the country.
And then, in part 3, there's going to be a quiz. Presumably because there's nothing more important going on that you might like to report on if you were, say, a news programme.
And in a moment, we'll both be asking Sophia Remington how such a trusted brand can have made such a terrible manufacturing mistake.
With what it describes here as help from popular psychic scientist Delia Lywell.
Oh, I like her.
No, you don't. Why do you do that?
That's all coming up on tonight's
National Nightly News.
He is so fucking. just looks so upsetting. Spaghetti. Holy shit.
First tonight, how did we get here? Where are we going? And most important... Where are we going? And most important...
Joining us from her ranch in Arlingsfield, Milkirky is the CEO of Rimington's Fist, internationally respected business Svengali, Sophia Rimington.
Thank you for having me, Megan. I'm a huge fan of your work.
I know,
And
it's
from
so
our
mad.
crystal healing laboratory, what I assume is a garage in Upper Lowington, inexplicably renowned psychic scientist, Dr. Delia Lywell. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Sorry, us?
Myself and the eminent professors.
Is that what you call the voices in your head?
I always seem to attract dead scientists. I don't really know why.
The money?
They express themselves to me through ethereal algebra and quadratic predictions. It's all very technical.
No, it isn't.
I concur. Miss Remington, the entire Snugglehugs range will surely go down as the biggest public relations disaster in history, won't it?
Well, of course, that's one world record we would never have sought to claim.
What can you say at a time like this?
There is only one thing that can be said. I'm sorry. We're sorry. From everyone here at Rimington's Fist, but especially
They're the ones who made
dedicated
them?
inventors and world-beating engineers at Rimming Toys, we are deeply, deeply sorry. Who could have predicted that letting a child's toy learn how to love could have such unforeseen consequences?
Mary Shelley?
We see you, Sophia Rimington. You are preening by a metal
Sorry, I was
vessel,
Frankenstein
and
joke.
where you venture, you will see neither land nor sky.
Is that supposed to be the future?
Only the past is concrete. I remember being a child in my grandpa's workshop when he made the first dancing hangman toy. He put it by my bed, and when I couldn't sleep, I'd wind it up and let it go, and I'd watch that happy little executioner just wiggle and wave his tiny noose and dance before my eyes. Grandpa sold thousands of them, on the quiet, obviously. And he used the money he made to found Rimming Toys, which is now just one small part of the global supermassive megacore that is Rimington's Fist. Sadly, we lost Grandpappy along the way. He died in a fire at the preschool tobacco factory, another one of his pet projects.
She's got good reactions.
But we never lost his spirit of invention.
Yes, I'm not entirely certain what your grandfather's offensive toys have to do with the current predicament.
The spirit of invention, Mr. Donaldson. The passion to create, to problem solve. And that is why I'm here today, to tell you about a brand new product we're launching simultaneously around the world from midnight to night.
We said science! Science! We hear its song on the breeze, its breath on the wind, its fart under the covers.
How does she do it?
It's fart under the
Don't keep us in
covers.
suspense any longer.
Won't be my feature she's making up next.
Rimington's Fist is proud to present Snuggle Traps. Safety and
Oh, no.
security in these dangerous times. Each box of Snuggle Traps contains 8 devices, all guaranteed to stop a Mrs. Snugglehug in its tracks. That's enough for a small lawn or 4 window boxes. And you want to know the best thing? They're only $129.99 a box. Now that is affordable peace of mind.
We see you, Jeremy Donaldson.
Not now, honey, I'm mid-pitch. The best thing about Snuggle Traps is they're powered by next-generation Flardinium batteries. So, however long the enemy lasts, these traps will outlast them.
We see you, Mr. Donaldson. You are screaming and yelling. Your friends are crying. They fear you.
The fucking misspell. Kyrie.
Oh my god, I just got chills. Did anyone else just get chills then?
I think I did.
I think it's more concerned. I think I'd be more concerned about these traps. Quickly, before we go to the break, these appear to be attractively repackaged landmines. Aren't they dangerous, say, to children?
Oh, hell yeah. These are
Oh,
not
hell yeah.
but they're explosive fun.
Sophia Rimington, Dr. Delia Lywell, thank you for joining us.
When we come back, we'll be taking a look at the situation across the country tonight.
Don't go away. We'll be back after these bandages.
Was
She's
that all right?
bandages?
Oh yes, Doctor, that was exactly what we...
She seems very nice, that young Miss Remington.
I think she'd make an interesting dinner guest.
Do you think so? I think I'd rather spend the evening shoving Delia's sacred crystals up my skeptical arsehole.
You're not going to believe this, but
Shut up, Dave.
To come home. Listen, I'll call you back at the next break and we can talk about how I get me job back. Cheers, Alex. See you, mate.
Maybe I like my job. Dave. You ever think of that? Maybe I want to keep the job. Dave.
Yeah, well, it's been a long time coming. Yeah, exactly. You said it, I've said it. He must know, he's not stupid. I just don't want it getting back to him that it came from us. Hey, no, Jenny. You're not backing out on me now. We're in this together.
You're taking his job? Is that what I'm hearing?
We'll get him. I've made the cake, you're on the balloons. Got no idea how old he is.
Oh, a surprise party? I thought they were trying to take his job. I'm a fucking idiot.
Okay, coming back. In 5, 4, 3...
The fucking Furby.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Ruth. Now it's time to take a trip around the country to hear how the lockdown might impact the nation from some friendly faces. Joining me are respected academic Katie Brightman and author of Alan James's Kites, Alan James. Thank you for joining me.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me, Megan.
Thanks, Megan. It really is a pleasure.
I can switch.
I enjoyed
Wow.
our little heated in.
I'm looking away, which is good to know.
So first off, Katie, how are you coping?
I'm holding up okay. The lockdown directive was so sudden that, like many people, I haven't been able to get home.
Oh no, what happened?
I was staying at a hotel after an international policy convention, and we had a particularly heavy night out. You know what economists are like.
Notoriously hate splitting the bill.
And I overslept, and as you can imagine, I've been here ever since. But there are certainly people much worse off than me.
Exactly. My tour has been cancelled indefinitely, and I've had to refund every single ticket, even the cheap seats.
Oh, Alan, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, people are being quite rude about it. They don't seem to realise I've already spent it filling the beach house with beef.
The crisis claims yet another victim.
So, this is just a reminder that my book, Alan James's Reich, is now available.
Oh,
in
that's
paperback.
not scary at all.
What was that?
You're unbelievable.
So, Katie, how do you think this might affect the economy? Should we be worried?
Very, Megan. Not to sound dramatic,
shit.
but this could be catastrophic. Unemployment has skyrocketed, and frankly, it will be a miracle if a lot of businesses can survive this.
There you go, scaremongering again, spreading this latest liberal hoax. That's what they want. They want us quiet. They want us compliant. And they want us inside.
A hoax? How on earth can you say that, Alan?
Well, I haven't actually seen one of these supposed toys.
I sure have, right on my fucking window.
But
did you know 3,000 people die every year from regular toys? That's a lot of people. And this
From
is
the
no different.
Was this made after
It's just as
COVID?
likely to be hunted down by a yo-yo or a tennis racket.
He makes an excellent and persuasive point, Katie.
Don't listen to her, Katie. The press are the enemy of truth.
She's agreeing with you, Alan, you absolute shit.
Well, then I must be wrong.
Alan, are you now recanting your statement that these toys aren't
This is right
dangerous?
after. Oh my
People
god.
are saying
Sorry,
they're
I just
just
saw
like
your.
normal toys, and that simply
Because, like,
isn't true.
yeah, so many people
Corrupt
die from the regular
media
flu.
lies.
COVID's not serious, blah, blah, blah. Like,
Respond to
this
Alan's
is so
claims that
fucking
this
spot on.
virus might be dangerous after all.
I suppose, I guess I'm
I
agreeing.
keep pressing 2 on
Thank you,
accident.
Katie. I appreciate your support. A lot of folks are saying this Mrs. Snugglehug situation will all blow over, but it won't.
Yes, right, exactly. We need decisive action from the government. We need huge financial support to protect our workers and our businesses. We need to support the vulnerable, and we need
To repent. Exactly right, Katie. We brought it on ourselves with all our liberal indulgences like art, cake, and healthcare. We need to act now and begin sacrificing our firstborns, or at a push, a beloved family pet.
Absolutely, Alan. If we can all successfully come together as a community and perform the ritual, hopefully we
Sacrificing
will
our
appease the great
firstborns, or at a push, the family pet. What the
Katie,
fuck
could it
was
be any
that?
worse?
Luckily, over the past few years under Advance, they've invested heavily into health. So the system can actually bear the strain.
Is it lucky that the Llama Lords have unleashed a horde of man-made monsters on its own people to conceal the enemy within?
Will you just stop for 5 fucking seconds?
The Global Alliance of Fish People are amassing an army amassing an army to kidnap us.
That's you. That's what you sound like.
Hi.
Yes, you do.
You do, Ellen. You do sound like that.
And that's why no one wants to be your friend.
I've got loads of friends.
No, you haven't.
I don't think you do, Alan.
Yeah, stop lying, Alan.
I'm not lying. You are.
Oh, good one.
Poor Alan.
Good one.
Well, I'm telling.
Alan James, Katie
Oh,
Britton, thank you for joining me.
They're in
Some
the same
real food for thought
room!
there from two of the territory's leading minds.
That's why she did
Any
the
moment
fucking
now,
pillow.
I'll be heading over to Jeremy, who is going to be bringing us an up-to-the-minute
The first
report
episode was released in
of the
January of
status
2020.
of the nation.
So it's well, this
Over to you,
is
Jeremy.
like this is way past the
Thank
first
you for what I'm
episode.
sure was a reasonable
So
debate, which really contributed to the national conversation.
were they releasing
Next,
this
out on
as
the
the shit
streets,
was happening? Because
someone
like
who's
it
always
is
doing
so
exactly
fucking
that.
spot on to the
It's
shit that
Patrick
was
Brennan.
happening.
Are you there, Patrick?
Hello, Jeremy. Yes, hello. I'm here.
That's
live.
insane.
Apologies
There
for
had to have
the
been.
broadcast today. Couldn't find any cameramen or women brave enough to come and join me, so I'm out on my own.
Right, and can you tell us what it's like out there?
Yeah, I can. It's as you can see behind me, the streets are currently completely deserted. But my question, Jeremy, is just how long? I mean, could there be danger lurking just around the corner, waiting to end the fledgling career of this young, promising journalist before his full potential is even realised? Will he die, underappreciated by management, very, very much underpaid?
I don't think there's any danger of that, Patrick. What's that on your jacket there?
Oh, that's actually a sponge. What I've done here is made a snuggle-proof jacket, Jeremy. The network didn't bother sending me any PPE, so I've been forced to improvise. In fact, showing the sort of resourcefulness that would make me an ideal candidate for, I don't know, for example, an anchor position starting whenever they'd like.
From your point of view, Patrick, just how safe are our streets?
Not safe at all, Jeremy, not safe at all. I'd recommend people staying inside, following government advice and not putting themselves at any risk at all. Unless, of course, like me, it's for groundbreaking journalism reasons.
Mm-hmm. And just where are you, Patrick?
I'm in the street, on the street.
Which
the
street?
I think I'm struggling to hear you, actually, Jeremy, there.
Which
She
street?
right outside
Which
his
street
house.
are you on?
Oh, which street am I on? Oh God. I'm just looking for a sign. There it is. I'm on Bannon Avenue.
Bannon Avenue?
Yep.
Bannon Avenue.
Yeah, no, I can hear you fine. Yep, I'm on Bannon Avenue on the sign. It says there.
Like Patrick Bannon?
Oh yeah, that is like that's strange. That's a weird sign. I don't know what's going on there.
Where are you really?
Use
I'm
his
on
last
Bannon.
name. He couldn't think
Alright,
of another
fine, I'm
fucking
on
name
Bannon.
other
I'm
than
on-
his last name.
I'm at home, to be honest. All right, fine. Well, I'm in my bathroom technically, but you know, I couldn't face it, to be honest, mate. It's it's terrible out there. I don't want to go outside. They're everywhere. I'm sorry.
That little cocky
We don't
eyebrow.
expect any less of you, Patrick. We don't expect any less of you, Patrick.
Can you hear that sound? What the fuck's that?
I can, yes. I'm no expert, Patrick, but it sounds unmistakably like a tiny fist tapping on your door there.
Oh fuck, it does. Oh fuck, Jeremy, shit, no! Oh bollocks.
Perhaps there's a small queue of tiny fists, each wielding a different gendered household implement, ready to bash in the heads of lying little roving reporters.
But you're lying, aren't you? Oh shit, fucking, listen to me, you bastards! If you're out there, just to piss off, you little fucking snuggle fuck!
What the
I'm too
fuck?
talented to die. Oh, too talented. What the fucking hell? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Oh god.
Don't worry, Patrick. I'd say you've got a few seconds before they break their way in there and finish you off. What do you see, Patrick?
I couldn't tell if it was in the odd. Ah!
Thank you, Patrick, for that report, showing the nation, and more importantly, management, just where you belong. It's time for another break, but when we come back, we'll be happy to take your mind off the world for a little while, and who knows, maybe even bring you a few smiles. Join us after this. You're damn right. Yeah, I had them delivered. Yeah.
So he delivered them. This is fucked up. They went like that. This is a bonus chapter. This is extra. Is this the end of the game? Or just extra between it all? Oh, it's like, damn, that was over really fast.
Aging, possibly more so. We need to come together, every single one of us, and do the.
No, I'm not. I'm
not going
to.
I gotta punch him?
I don't have to. No, you're being a child. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. No? No. Oh, 5.
Oh, I should have done that one. Fuck.
Isolation isn't easy, so finally tonight, we have something a bit different for you. Even though some people felt it's not our job to entertain the public with absolute nonsense, other, more important people overruled those people. So it's time to find out who will National Nightly win. And who will National Nightly lose?
National Nightly, National Nightly, National Nightly lose.
So, how do we play? Well, joining me as a man who knows all about playing, it's Tommy Harris.
Okay. How many episodes are there, do you know?
Alright, Johnny.
What the fuck? They can pop up anywhere?
And how are you finding the lockdown, Tommy?
What do you mean lockdown?
The enforced isolation of everyone in the country.
Ah, yeah, I think I heard about that actually, yeah.
You're in bed, Tommy?
Yeah, you called during nap time, so...
Of course, that's my fault. So, why don't you tell us how the game is played?
Well, it's pretty simple, Jeremy, you sausage. I'm going to ask
You
contestants
sausage.
around the territory 3 questions about what else, yours truly. And those people are going to get a chance to win a very special prize.
And what are they playing for, Tommy?
Drum roll, please. Jeremy.
Oh.
Thank you. This.
Is that... What is that?
It's my athletic support, Jeremy.
Oh.
But I've signed it, so...
Oh, well then, what a fantastic prize.
Have we got anybody waiting to win this once-in-a-lifetime prize, Jimmy?
I believe we have Angie on the line. How do you feel about winning this man's old pants, Angie?
I've never been so excited, Jeremy. And can I just say, I love you. Both of you.
Well, you've said it now, haven't you?
Angie, I love you. In a way. Tell us about yourself, Angie.
Well, what can I say? My name is Angie. Always has been.
Always
I'm a
has
human
been.
woman, and my dental hygiene has been described as acceptable.
Brilliant! Right, well, shall we get this shambles underway?
Absolutely, John. Can I get 30 seconds on the clock, please?
We haven't got a clock.
Yeah, I did ask for a clock. So,
Well, why don't you start, and I'll stop you when it inevitably becomes unbearable to watch.
I love it. All right, here we go. Time starts now. Question 1. When is my birthday?
The 13th of August at 7:19
Bruh.
a.m.
That is absolutely correct. Question 2. What? I said.
Then they just jumped
what is
at
my
me.
Favorite color.
Crushed praline 4.
Correct. The color of my nipples. And finally, Angie dear, what is my star sign?
That's a trick question. You were born outside of the human understanding of the cosmos.
Unbelievable. That is correct. Stop the clock.
Wow, that really was tough to watch. How did you do, Tommy?
Well, Angie, my love, you got every single question right. Which of course means you lose and win absolutely nothing. Thanks for playing, Angie. Bye. Do we have another contestant on the line at Jelly Bean?
We do indeed. we should have Sonia Artleach. Are you there, Sonia?
Of course I am, Jamie, darling.
Thank you for being here, Sonia.
Oh, there you are, Tommy. Mwah.
Let me guess, you work in theatre, don't you?
Is it that obvious? What gave it away? Was it the glamour or poise?
It certainly wasn't your inherent sense of humility.
Tell us about yourself, Sonia.
Oh, well, if you must play this game. I am a theatrical agent. I represent Rudy Beefman, Samuel Coffee Cup, and Jodie Carpetburn, amongst others.
And how's the lockdown affected you, Sonia?
Well, they may have closed the theatres,
I can't hit my vape, I can't take a drink.
the cinemas, but they won't get me that easily.
How are you managing without any work?
Due to a savvy clause in all of my artist contracts, I am able to claim my 15% from their unemployment benefit.
Wow, that certainly is sharp.
Standard stuff, standard stuff.
And can I ask, where are you speaking to us from?
Well, I work from home, you know, to keep costs down.
And who's this?
Oh, well, you know, when they gave the order, I was actually mid-meeting with a client, so we've been isolated together.
No fucking way!
Hey, Loki. Oh, shit.
Is that Tommy Harris? I'm a huge fan. Can I just
Not
tell
paying
you how
attention now, Loki.
brilliant you are?
Actually, Jeff, we're about to play a game, aren't we, Tommy?
We got time, we got time.
Well, if it's not too bold, I think I am in love with you, Mr. Harris.
There's
it's not too bold.
so much happening. Oh no.
Working on some
Oh
new shit.
no!
Well, at least you're already aware.
During lockdown, we've been workshopping some of Jeff's ideas for much younger children. haven't we?
People still let you meet their children,
Yeah,
do they?
hi,
That's
hi.
right. Yeah.
I can't
I've
fucking
been developing,
think
some
right now, there's too
shows
much
for
happening.
Younger children.
Well, we'd love to see it, wouldn't we, Gerbil?
What
Absolutely
have you been up
dying
to,
to.
is what I was trying to
Right,
get at.
so, what do kids love?
Timely child support payments from their absent father.
Shallow
I
and
mean-
unproduced musical numbers.
That's right. Animals! So, I'm trying to address the things that kids need to know, but through a medium that they'll understand. Do you understand?
I think, yes. I think so, yes.
Jeff's one of my best clients, aren't you?
I am. Yeah. So, the first one we've been working on is called The King of the Jungle's Mortgage Repayments. It's about a lion who's having problems with his interest rates.
I see. Does he have a broker?
He does, yes. He's a porcupine. How did you know that?
Well, your work is universal, darling. It speaks to people.
I'm going to say something to you, mate. I think you're onto something here.
Oh, the bear,
Oh,
do the
yes, right. This one is much better. So, this one tells the tale of Mr. Bear. Now, Mr. Bear is a very sad bear, because all of the other bears don't think that he'll amount to much, and they tell him that his plays are lazy and derivative.
I think you're onto something there.
Now, Mr. Bear is a
Just the
tragic
tie.
figure.
Just the tie is
Picture
too
this.
much.
He's at his lowest ebb. The trees are closing in. He can't even face his salmon, can he? But then
His
he
salmon.
meets someone
Never
that will
mind.
change his
That's a
life
whole nother
forever.
conversation that has nothing to do with
This
this.
is fucking gripping.
That's right. He meets a wise old octopus who takes him under his wing and says, "No, Mr. Bear, don't be sad. You're not like all the
Hey!
other bears. You have this ambition and these
I was waiting to hear something. Someone yelling at me.
I think I love you, Jeff.
And what
You're almost
you
at 3
need
years,
to
bro.
do, Mr. Bear, says the octopus, probably doing an 8-armed gesture or something.
What you need to do to find happiness in this crazy old forest is you need to set yourself more realistic goals. It's called Mr. Bear Lowers His Expectations.
Wow. You really have taken yourself to new depths. And what do you want children to take away from this?
Oh, fuck shit, fuck.
What?
I said a more realistic worldview.
Are you all right, Jamboree?
It's Jeffrey. My name is Jeffrey Donington.
No, stop. How does it end? We need to know how it ends.
Well, all the animals learn a thing or two about inevitable mediocrity.
Yeah, and Mr. Bear settles down near to his parents' cave, stops trying to make his band happen, and he goes into bear telemarketing.
Becomes a bear maths teacher.
Oh, and we end... We end on a big musical number. Oh, there's dancing. It's repetitive, so it's catchy but not too challenging. Well, if you like, I could go and get my boombox.
Yeah, you know, I might be able to... Hang on, can we get Angie back?
Why not? The more the merrier, as they say at orgies.
Right, I'll just fill then, shall I? Coming up in a moment, it's the world premiere that nobody saw coming.
Lights!
Or wanted. At all.
Right.
I can only apologise in advance for what we're all about to endure.
You turn this shitting thing up. Well, there's all sorts of creatures down on Dangly Doodle Farm. Like wise old Mr.
Dangly
Octopus
Doodle.
with way too many arms. There's Mr. Pig and Mr. Cow. They're always in good moods. But that's because they
He said,
don't
"Fuck
know
this."
they'll soon be sliced up into food. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your hopes go to turn into despair. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your dreams
I
go
don't
to
understand
die.
this part again.
Mr. Raccoon wants to go to the moon. He'll end up as a bus driver soon. Mr. Porcupine thinks he'll read the news at 9. He'll end up as a janitor who stinks of turpentine. Mr. Tiny Mouse thought he'd own a massive house. Ended up in a bedsit where he can't control the louse. Mr. Horse thought he'd go into professional sports. Now he's an alcoholic and he's on his third divorce. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's the place your life becomes an endless questionnaire. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your hopes go to die. Lower your expectations.
Dear, what the fuck do you have me playing?
Maybe you could get a job in telecommunications. No matter how you try, you'll never reach the League of Nations. The best you'll get is middle rank in trading operations. So lower your expectations. You'll never
fucking
win
lamp?
an Oscar, so there's no congratulations. The future that is coming will not meet specifications.
God damn it, there.
And no amount of visualizations will save you from your own deterioration. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's a transit to be a multi-millionaire. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where self-esteem goes to die. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's the disappointment that is waiting everywhere. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your schemes go to die. That's where your dreams go to die. That's where dreams go to die.
Well, I'm sure we'll all still be singing that tomorrow morning. That's it from us.
Why is
for
she dressed
tonight.
like that?
Many thanks to all our guests. I look forward to seeing them all again. Eventually. But before we go, Alex, I wondered if I might have a word. You see, I've had my eye on you, friend, and I've got to say I'm not liking what I'm
What
seeing.
is happening?
You keep letting me down, chum. Playing it safe. Making the dull, boring choices.
What
Failing
is
to
she
assert
doing?
yourself. No one likes a pushover, Alex. You know that. And frankly, chum, you're acting like a bit of a wimp. Alex, will you give away your passport so my super rich sibling can abandon us all? Sure. Here it is. Pathetic. Can I have the money we need for food so I can go around the continent on a jolly? Sure, Susie. We can always eat your grandma when we run out of food.
Why is she yelling at me?
It felt better to take charge. Aren't you tempted to just lay down the law? You know what's hot, Alex?
She's yelling at me, dear. I am Alex.
Confidence, power, control. We're all drawn to it, like rats to the piper. Don't you
I know,
care
I'm yelling
where
at
your sun
you, I
goes
know.
at night? You will when you find out. Look, far be it from me to try and lead you down the dark pathway, although sort of is my whole raison d'etre. But imagine, just for a moment, that none of this was real. It was just some stupid game where you could just do it all over again if it all went wrong. Imagine if Sam and Charlie and Susie were just characters. Wow. Think of all the fun you could have. Just being bad, you know. For the hell of it. My name's Megan Wolf.
No.
Have an evil night. Ugh. Jen.
Oh shit.
I'm just gonna go smoke. Okay, can you get Bozeman on the
Sorry,
phone?
I was too busy being blown away by the fact that
I don't care
she
if
was
this
yelling
is
at
a
me.
dream, a bad trip, or a shock-induced coma. I did not sign up to be dressed like a slag, doshing out wristies for a 20.
Slag.
All right, I'm a professional news anchor, not a fucking
Look,
bogan.
good night. I don't even know what I'm playing.
He makes me do that unconvincing accent the whole time. I mean, look at this.
My skirt's so short you can see my jute.
My jute? My jute!
Why don't you wake up, You fucking perv.
Alex, wake up! Wake up! Wake up, Alex! Alex! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Who the? How did I get a D? I thought I was doing pretty good. The last one fucked me up. But it is 11. So I guess it ended at a good time. I am curious, like, that ended with wake up. Does it restart? It just seems... I don't know, like, why the fuck would she be saying any of that to begin with? I'm fucking lost. And I'm curious. I'm very curious. I just don't want to end this with the fucking thing going on in the background. I don't know how loud this is. But, I'll probably be on tomorrow. I don't know what we're gonna be doing. But we'll be here.
Every single one of
doing something. Maybe Fallout. Maybe this again. Depends on what Dare's doing, bruh. No, that's not what I meant. But thank you for trying to clarify that. I meant more like those things. Like, she knew everything. But you should stop by tomorrow, see what the fuck happens. You guys have a good night.
Why does it always seem like I'm moving backwards? Caught up in a dream, everybody's actors. Why does it always seem like people change faces and nothing is real? Oh yeah. And you know I've seen better days. Through some things, yeah, I've been sending prayers through the roof. Oh, truth, yeah. Don't need all the answers, just tell me what life is for. One day I'ma wake up with all the answers, just say anything at all. I've been praying for a minute, I've been waiting on your call. Oh, don't need all the answers, just tell me what life is for. One day I'ma wake up with a reaper at the door. Don't need all the answers, just say anything at all. I've been praying for a minute, I've been waiting on your call. Oh, I've been waiting on your call. Oh, yeah, yeah. I've been waiting on your call. Oh, I've been waiting on your call. Oh, I've been praying for a minute, I've been waiting on your call. Oh, I've been waiting on your call. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've been so patient with you, don't you know? I've been so down with you, and you know it. You never come around, and I show it. Just give me one chance right now, and I won't blow it. I won't blow it. Oh, and you know, I see better days. Yeah, you know, I've been through some things. Yeah, I've been sending prayers through the roof. Oh, truth. Yeah, 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 yeah. Don't need all the answers, just tell me what life is for. One day I'ma wake up with a reaper at the door. Don't need all the answers, just say anything at all. I've been praying for a minute, I've been waiting on your call. Oh, don't need all the answers, just tell me what life is for. One day I'ma wake up with a reaper at the door. Don't need all the answers, just say anything at all. I've been praying for a minute, I've been waiting on your call. Oh, I've been waiting on you, waiting on you. Yeah, I've been waiting on your call. Oh, I've been waiting on your call. Been waiting on your call right now.